Yo, yo, yo. Cut that shit off. What's going on, man? What's good, man? We back at it again, man. Appreciate all y'all coming through, man. I had no business call, man. But we back on it today, man. So look, check this out, man. Today we got to do a reaction video. I got to know. Fix this technical joint real quick, man. Whole time I have my computer mic, man. Damn, hold on, let me fix this.
All right, testing. Let's get. I should be better now. All right, testing, man. Look, that was my computer. That was my computer mic whole time, man. Look, anyway, we back on this shit, man. Look, we finna get this shit cracking, man. Today we are doing a reaction video to that joint I did yesterday. Shout out to 1Master Teacher. I do gotta answer this question today. Is Pump and Dump toxic? I did the stream yesterday, and it was with it was with Master Teacher. He had a panel. Shout out to Solo TV. Shout out to Xanados Clutch. And shout out to 1Master Teacher, of course. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question and answering it today is because yesterday, when I presented the way that a lot of modern men think when I presented how the current situation is between men and women in an honest, raw fashion. All right, in an honest, raw fashion, I was called toxic. It was called being toxic. Okay, so pump and dump. The question going to be today: is pump and dump toxic? Is it toxic activity? Is it toxic masculinity? We're going to answer this question, right? As we do the reaction video. Well, actually, we're going to do the reaction first, and then I'm going to answer this question, man, is pump and dump toxic? Because to y'all surprise, even though we all over here, we know what it is. A lot of people do not agree with the pump and dump, and they also view it as toxic. But we're gonna bust people out in this reaction video because I'm gonna tell you right now, more people are doing pump and dump than they want to give credit for, than what they want to, call it, and they want to decorate it and all types of stuff. We're gonna get to it today, man. So is pump and dump toxic? Well, we're gonna see, man. But right now, if you guys did not catch the stream yesterday, one master teacher did do another stream called "Are American Women Undervalued?" What is a high value man / woman? Now, on that second part, I don't really get into that high value stuff because I mean that to me that's subjective. But the topic we focused on was mainly our American woman undervalued. So we're gonna do a reaction video to me, and I got on here with these hoes on Master Teacher channel, and every once in a while, I like to have fun with it. So we're gonna go through this real quick, and we're gonna see how they react to the pump and dump philosophy, and then we're gonna answer the question: is pump and dump toxic? So once again, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Let me just shout out y'all. Shout out to Jeremy Warner. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Nick Penn in the building. What's going on? The Broke Jeans. I see you, Cortez Smith, Black Route. We got Tac Man Killer showing love already. She said she will meet her high value Chris Bonet Zaddy. You funny, man. Shout out to Daniel Marie. What's going on? You see Jeremy Warner, all y'all in the building. And shout out to y'all. So let's get to it, man. Reaction video. And I'm gonna give you guys the real deal. I could talk how I really want to talk now because we on my shit. And let's get to it. We ain't gonna do the whole thing, but just gonna do the part where I came in and came out, and let's just talk about it, man.
Fingers back at yourself. So the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of people, when they get in a position where they keep...
And shout out to Solo TV looking oh so fly. This nigga came through looking fly as a bit. Let me put this on full screen. This nigga Solo came through just ready to dress to impress, man. Shout out to him, man, looking clean as a bitch, man. Shout out to Solo TV, man.
Going through failed relationships and trauma and drama and becoming baby mama or baby daddies, a lot of people don't have the self-awareness to sit down and put the onus of responsibility on themselves and make a plan to fix that shit. And so the reality is, every time that we come on a panel like this, we're having the same circular conversation instead of talking about things that we can work as a collective to better ourselves.
But every time,
shout out to Solo TV, man, and I really do appreciate, what's going on nowadays. A lot of the black men, I appreciate you guys what you're trying to do. I mean, people are trying to have the discussion. Black women, black men coming to the table to discuss our differences. See, and that's all fair and dandy. And trust me, check this out. I will be all for that. Us coming to the table, discussing our differences and doing all that other shit. But this is not the situation to do it. All right, this is not the climate to do it. All right, because at the end of the day, somebody has to be on top of the other. Somebody must dominate, somebody must serve. And all these conversations between black men and black women are going to be moot because at the end of the day, neither party are willing to get down and serve. Hold up. Let me stop. Because you niggas are definitely willing to get down and serve, but they're not willing to get down and serve, no matter all the shit they talk, whatever the case. All these conversations really are moot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said last time, at this point, it's entertainment to me. But let me quit talking because this is just the beginning, man.
every time we tell you what we need, you guys rebuttal with us on like, so.
But Janae, what I'm asking is not what we need from us, but I'm asking you, Janae, what do you need from yourself to get to that level? Because Janae, you telling me you are at the level you want to be.
That's not for me to share with you. I work on that within myself. That's what my channel is all about, is self-awareness. That's what I do. So for you to come to me and tell me like, oh, I act as if I'm not doing that, That's exactly what I do. But it's hard to, I can't just work on myself and not point out the issues that I'm seeing amongst men in society. I'm not gonna just stay silent about that. I'm gonna talk about that.
No problem. No, but now we're finna get into it, y'all. Y'all see me in the cut. You see me down in the corner just listening. I had to come. I came in kind of late. My bad, y'all. I didn't know I didn't see the link. So I came in. Keep this in mind, guys. I'm coming in kind of late. You know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna jump in but like I said, no problem. Point out all the things going on with men. But here's the problem with that. I don't know why women, the gender that doesn't build anything, pretty much, that does not contribute to society on a productive level, how can they point out faults in the people who actually, run society? See, men are not perfect, but our faults, I think that I have no problem pointing out the faults of men, especially on this channel. I get on you niggas' case all the time. But to me, coming from a woman, I don't think a woman is in a position to correct a man. I just don't, because she doesn't know what it takes to be a man. But a man can't correct a woman, because at the end of the day, a woman needs the man for his resources. But when I say that, I'm a chauvinist. But don't worry, we're gonna get into it, y'all. This is just the beginning, man.
About that as well.
Nobody said you had to be silent, Janae. I didn't say you had to be silent.
So what do you? Okay, so I didn't really get to answer this question. Are American women undervalued? I will say this once again, because I was working earlier. To a man who has things going on, the current American women are overvalued. So somebody like me, I got my own business, whatever the case. I don't need necessarily what a woman can do for me. She's not willing to do. I mean, really, at this point in my life, a woman can do domestic duties and be quiet, and that's it. Like, other than money, I don't need anything else from her. And today, and I know that can sound kind of tyrannical. I don't care. Like, but this is how men like me kind of think. We want women who are not going to give pushback, or women who are not going to compete. If I was to have a woman in my life, which I won't, because I'm about that pump or dumb. But if I was, she could just really just be quiet and do domestic things. Like, that's it. And then I can take care of the rest. I can take care of the rest. But like,
all right, so as you can clearly see right here, that's pretty much it. Like, any nigga who got bread, or let me not say it. Any guy who has his own things, his own stuff together in 2020, what else can a woman offer that he can't get from a woman without marriage? I'm just being honest. But here we go.
Pump and dumps your entire life. You don't want to get married, or you don't.
Oh, because once you do, in today's climate, once you get married to a woman, first of all, and 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Second of all, once she gets comfortable with you, she feels as though she conquers you, and she wants to go to the next dude. I don't understand why y'all just can't admit y'all get bored of dudes. Y'all do.
Yeah, there's some women out there that do get bored.
They could be a good man. He could be a good man. She's going to get bored.
Situational.
She's bored because she's bored because he's fucking terrible in bed. Like, I don't.
Here we go with the BS. Oh my God. Look, and you know what? Shout out to, what's the girl name out here with the big titties? Hey, she at least she said some women, but no, it's all women. And I'm just asking, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the BS, man. I'm gonna just ask, why can't these hoes admit that they get bored of niggas? They get bored of dick. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna just say it, man. I was watching the Cynthia GC Boogie joint the other day. And when I was watching that, I was for studying purposes. One of the things that she said out her mouth, she said out her mouth, was, I'm worried about getting bored. When C Boogie asked her, "Is you ready for a long-term relationship?" What did she say? I'm worried about getting bored. That is why you're pumping and dumping. And the girl up here at the top, she said some women get bored. No, they all do. This is the truth. Now I'm just gonna come with the truth. When you give women marriage, when you give them relationships, they would get bored of you. They know your routine, they know everything. Even if you spice it up, they just get bored. They want new dick. And I'm just tired of the bullshit. Just say it. So I want to say shout out to Cynthia G. Keep it 100. The women are telling you guys they get bored of men. But we're going to expose this joint. Talking about pump and dump is toxic. Don't worry. We're going to, man.
You guys don't put things together. You guys lump everything.
Oh, and one more thing. The girl at the bottom who said it's because they suck in bed. Here's the thing, though. I don't give a fuck how good your dick is. See, this is that disingenuous. I don't give. You can be the Thor putting that hammer down, Nigga, I am telling you, dog, they're gonna want to try something else. I'm sorry. You can do the most craziest bedroom monster type activity. I don't care if you got a 12, 13 inch. Nigga, she's going to go try something new because she wants that new experience with another man. And that's just what it is, dog. This is the real deal. They're doing the pumping and dumping. Anyway.
Into one thing, like women don't just get bored. Women don't just have a good man who she finds attractive and who takes care of her and provides for her and has bomb awesome sex and you guys are spiritual mentally and this, and she's like, I'm bored. I just want. I'm 40 now.
Here we go. Women don't have a good man and that she's attracted to, and they bomb in the bomb bedroom sex. She just be like, I'm bored. What? Yes, they do. Let me get these super chats real quick, man. Yes, the fuck they do. And this is why they gotta pay me to argue with these bitches, dog. Either that or I'm gonna make a special section for master teacher and solo, but either than that, I'm not trying to hear that BS, man. You could be the perfect man. Because of social media, because of the Instagram, they're always going to try something new. They all better. Then to get on this panel and lie about it, I at least have to salute the other girl at the top. She at least said, yeah, some women get bored. The one at the bottom's talking about women don't do that at all. What the fuck? Dude, anyway, shout out to Paul G. He said, this is the fast-paced wave everyone is on. Sure, it ain't for everyone, but not everybody built for it. To each his own. Salute, bro. What I'm saying is that, look, I understand you're not built for it. I'm just telling you the times that we live in. That's what I'm saying. If you don't listen to what they say, listen to what they do. And I catch up later, but this is the times we live in, and black men have to adapt. Black men have to adapt, or else you're gonna get left behind. You're trying to create traditionalism in a new wave, man. I'm trying to help y'all. Shout out to Daniel Marie. He said, who cares what females think? Females just don't like the fact that men have the power of choice and they can't control us. Yep. And we're going to get to all that. All right, let's get to some more of this video, man.
Now, I think I'll divorce him. I'm 40. I think it's that time. Like, we don't do that.
Have you ever found that good man? Have you ever found that good man? Have you ever found that good man?
I mean, have I ever? Obviously not, or else I'd be with them.
Okay,
all my boyfriends have been good men. There are good.
What the fuck you talk? Have you found that good man? No. If I found him, obviously I would be with him. 5 seconds later, all my boyfriends were good men. And you say this stupid shit like this. This is why, you do not listen to what they say. You listen to what they do. You just said you haven't found a good man. Then literally 5 seconds later, all my boyfriends were good men. But you're not with any of them. And this is they just come up with all the excuses to just say that they wanted some new dick. If all your boyfriends were good men, why didn't y'all see this? Y'all see it, man, not me. And y'all see the super chat at the bottom. This nigga hating, man, this simp ass nigga. I got him, to drop a 99. So, so it's all good. He said, women have value. If you're a man of value, you employee, you're a woman to your program. Ramil sounds bro. Of course, but you can't spell overhead. I roasted them up already, but I'm just saying, man, y'all see how I got people triggered already on 1Master Teacher's panel, man. But the triggering hasn't even started yet, y'all. Trust me, it gets good. But you see, just 5 seconds later, haven't found a good man. 5 seconds later, all my boyfriends were good men.
Good men out there.
Who been really pumping and dumping?
It's just not. Maybe you're not good for each other, or there's something that like. You can't, and when you guys say failed, I really believe that, like Solo said something about everybody with all these failed relationships. Like, people are going to have failed relationships. You're looking for a partner. You're looking for the person that meshes with you. You're looking for the person that's like this. Like, you're going to go through relationships. I feel like the only
you're going to go through relationships. Cold word means you're going to get ran through. See, here's the thing, man. If all your boyfriends were good, man, if relationships are, here's the thing. Then why are women ending most of their relationships to good men that you like in your situation? The thing is, to satisfy a man is so easy. Suck his dick, be quiet, and domestic duties if he requires that. Men don't really require that much of women. So when relationships fail, I can almost know it was she left it, and she's gonna use some excuse like he wasn't exciting enough, or he wasn't exciting in the bed, like she said earlier. Or, it's just always an excuse, except for the God honest truth. She got bored. She wanted some new dick. She saw some nigga on social media. She met some nigga out on whatever case. I don't understand why. I'm just tired of beating around the bush. But you're gonna come up with all these excuses, you know what I'm saying, for why she wanted to move on. Because I know niggas not moving on. Look at her. See, I'm not finna get on here in front. Y'all niggas like to front. And look, this is a bad bitch. Okay? This is a bad bitch from what I see. Niggas ain't just finna just walk away like that. I just know the deal, man. 100 dicks coming at you a day, you gonna choose the next one. That's why you're not married now. Come on, man. Look at these two bitches. Look, I'm not saying they're the best looking hoe, but these females, if they wanted to be married, they could have been married. Plenty of men out here that would have been, and I'm not even talking about ugly niggas either. I'm talking about, you know, handsome men, plenty of handsome men in America of all races who will wipe both of these chicks up. Seriously. And take care of them and do all other shit. But they don't want that because they would get bored. Just like Cynthia G said yesterday. But when I expose this shit, I'm the one being toxic. I'm exposing who's really doing the pumping and dumping. But we're going to get to the toxic part. Don't worry, y'all. Let's get it.
Only way a relationship is a failure is if you didn't learn and experience and you didn't enjoy your time you had with that person. Like, I don't regret any of the boyfriends that I've had.
But the problem is that you do those relationships, time goes on, okay? And I don't know. For some reason, women think
time goes on while you're pumping and dumping, but I'm having I'm having way more fun loving somebody.
But women and men are not
letting it.
You're pumping and dumping too. You're pumping and dumping too.
I'm not pumping and dumping. You're pumping and dumping.
Are you married right now?
What is this pump and dump? Where does that come from?
Fuck them. Let's get to it, man. They trying to bullshit me, talking about some art. Let's get to it, man.
I'm
getting pumped. Then she does the.
What else, Scott? Get off your phone.
Sorry.
Building with
technical difficulties.
Facts.
But
here's the thing.
And y'all don't want the nice girl. That's the point I'm trying to make. Y'all want
the nice girl the nice girl's a freak thing.
What's a nice girl in Brandy's definition?
Let's hear the definition.
And because you're nerdy, she's gonna respect that you're smart, that you can lead her. Like, that's a nice girl to me. Y'all don't want that though. Y'all men are very visual and physical. Y'all see a woman with big ass, big titties, and you go for that. And
you can never vet a woman. Their mind changes day by day. Are emotional. They will love you for quote unquote like for 20 years and just wake up one day and be like, this nigga left the toilet seat up and file for divorce. I mean, like she laughed because he's true. Come on, man. Yeah.
And that's why that little girl up top laughed, because it's the truth. Women will love you for 25 years. I had to fast forward a couple parts. But anyway, women will love you for 25 years. One day you let the toilet sit up and they'll leave you. I mean, I don't have to, how many examples I got to bring up? And that's why she had to chuckle, because she know it's true. Look at her face. She's like, damn, this nigga know us. Now the one at the bottom, you know, she can play all she wants. Of course, she's the defensive one, you know, but like I said, come on, man. This is the truth. Women are very volatile. They're like the market. They're like the stock market. They're like a startup company. You invest in them early, you don't know what the fuck gonna happen. You know what I mean? Y'all was talking about the unicorn and things like that. No, you one day, nigga, you piss on the toilet seat, you leave the shit up or something, you don't wash the dish. I'm tired of you, nigga. I'm filing for divorce, taking half your shit. This happens. I don't know. That's why she had to laugh, man, because we don't get to the bottom of this, man.
Where does this bitterness towards women come from?
It's not bitterness. It's 80% of women. 80% of women file divorce. I'm bringing up stats. You're saying my stats are bitterness.
No, where is this coming from for you? Like, did you see that with your parents? Did you see that in your family? Like, why did you
are not bitter? Okay, I'm not being bitter. What about 80% of divorces being filed by women?
Why are you pumping dumper now? Where's this coming from?
Okay,
so once again, I'm not. When you start bringing up stats, when you start bringing up the actual information and the data, which I did put in the back chat, and I'm gonna wait till you see her response to my data later. But it's not bitterness when you're pointing out the data that 80% of women file for divorces. 80% of them are filed by women. That's not bitterness. It's not bitterness to point out the fact that half of marriages end in divorce. That's not bitterness. That's just looking at the actual facts. But when you do that, you know, that's why you can't bring logic to women. This is why you know, it's best to lie to them, because when you bring actual data, you know what I mean, it's another story. But anyway.
Right.
Everybody pumps and dumps. You guys pump and dump. You guys are not married, or I assume, or even if you're in relationships, you're not married. So you have sex, multiple people, you're not in monogamous relationships. Everybody on this panel.
Yes, I am. I am in a monogamous relationship.
I'm definitely in a monogamous.
Okay.
I'm always in a monogamous
You
relationship.
always so okay. You know what?
I'm not okay.
Let me tell you why I pump it down. Let me tell you why I pump it down. It's because when women get comfortable with you, when you say I want to be in a relationship with you, or when you want to, I want to marry you, whatever, get comfortable, and they have leverage over you. Because if once they can marry, once you marry you, they can leave you at any time, take half your stuff. And 80% of divorces are filed by women. That's not bitterness. This is stats. Okay, so I don't want to take those chances. It's not being bitter. It's looking at the numbers. Half of divorce, half of marriages end in divorce. 80% filed by women. I don't want to take those chances with my livelihood, with what I built up. It's not being bitter. It's just
it is being bitter because you're not really finding out why.
How is that? Once again, how is the statistical data? You just ignored all the data. And this is the problem why you can't deal with these people, especially even blue pill men. Because when you put the data and the fact that cannot be disputed, you're just being bitter. Just ignore all these educated people. These are educated females. These are educated females downplaying the role of representative samples and the data from statisticians, PhD level people. But I digress.
Because to say that women are just divorcing men because the toilet seat is up sounds really bitter, because that's
unrealistic. The number one reason for divorce is money and infidelity.
Hold on. We're gonna let my man. I'm gonna read this super chat, and then we're gonna let Xanatos Clutch Kid in here, because he has to wedge his way. Freshman, sophomore, don't really know too much. You're
not at a place to be dating right now, to be honest. I think you should just focus on getting through college and establishing yourself, because potential energy is not kinetic energy. It's not in motion. You just have the potential right now. So focus and establish yourself. You have a lot of time.
Okay, I'm not gonna listen to. She was trying to give advice to the young man in super chat, and that's the thing, man. Don't take advice from no bitch. And look, man, I just had to fast forward that. Look, that's one thing that hurts my ears. Women trying to give men advice. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Master Teacher, that his joint. I would never let that. Anyway, let me catch up on these real quick. Before I see y'all. It's a couple super chats. My bad, y'all. Shout out to who was oh yeah, shout out to Tales. What up? Make sure y'all subscribe to Be More Tales, man. Shout out to him. I think he got an episode coming up soon. Shout out to Be More Tales. Appreciate you, brother. And then shout out to Leroy Strokesman. What's up, man? He said, bees ain't ish, but O's and tricks. Sing it with me, everybody. Facts. Oh yeah. Shout out. All right, facts to you, Leroy Strokesman. Appreciate you, brother. Then you want to talk about this potential versus kinetic. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Kinetic, potential, and this nigga asked you about dating advice in college, and you over here trying to teach this, to talk about the energies and all types of bullshit. This nigga, man.
I think that he should just not be focused.
He should not have sex. He should not deal with women at all.
I mean, what did I tell him? Keep our legs closed.
Y'all be talking down on the pump and dump as if this is not like normal life. Like,
as long as he's doing it with young girls who are about that same thing, then
he can do it to older women too. He can pump and dump any woman.
Older women is just
pump and dump has a connotation. What pump and dump sounds like, and from what I've seen AMS say, is basically manipulate a woman into fucking you. Manipulate a woman into sleeping with you. Manipulate women into sleeping with you.
Damn, bitch, quit stuttering. Here's the thing, man. I'm tired of people saying pump and dump is manipulation. It is not. Manipulating is a whole nother tool. Pump and dump is you pumped her and you dumped her, or she might have dumped you. However, the sex, the casual relationship ends, it ends. That's pump and dump. There's nothing in the pump doesn't mean manipulate. Dump doesn't mean manipulate. What is the word manipulate in manipulation and lying? It has to do with pump and dump. It doesn't. That's what people keep. There's nowhere in the definition of the denotation or the connotation of pump or dump that even insinuates manipulation. Look at the definitions. Manipulation and lying to women is a whole nother thing. And while I'm not against manipulation, I'm not against lying, that has nothing to do with pump and dump. That's just the basic definition. I don't understand where you guys get this from. Now, if you want to lie and manipulate, go ahead. I'm with all that. But let's not mix the two. You know what I
mean? Initiate, casual relationships with women. Why is that? Why is that a bad thing?
It just shows.
Let me back up. Hold on.
Trying to hook up and smash on the first night, and then like on to the next girl. That's ridiculous. Like you have
ridiculous.
no.
Why is it ridiculous for a heterosexual man to go out and to initiate, casual relationships with women? Why is that? Why is that a bad thing?
It just shows your lack of sexual control that you have over yourself. It just shows that you vibrate in a lower frequency.
Condoms
and you vibrate in a frequency. And the fact that you don't have, you haven't hired your vibration to be able to control your sexual desires, and you feel the need to just conquer. It's very caveman-like.
So conquering is bad. So a heterosexual man. Yeah.
So basically, I'm a caveman, and this is the problem with today's society, guys. I'm a caveman for not being responsible. Let me make this clear now. Being responsible. I'm a caveman for conquering women. I'm a caveman for being a heterosexual man that wants to fuck women. I am a low vibrating person because in my nature, I am wired to have sex with multiple women and to conquer. Conquering is a man's nature, not even just women. I'm talking about in life. See, they don't want, so don't say, see, this is the problem. They want men, black men, to be conquerors, and why aren't y'all doing this? Why aren't y'all doing that? And that's fair. That's a fair assessment to ask black men, why are you not conquering? I 100% agree that's a fair question. Is that conquering doesn't just apply to getting the money, and the conquering applies to women too. That's a conqueror. And I'm not out here making no babies. I'm not out here spreading no STDs. I'm responsible. Look, so basically being a heterosexual man in 2020, you looked at as a caveman. And it's not just her. It's just society in general. That's why they're trying to take away power from the heterosexual man. That's why you're called a cisgender, whatever. You know, they got all this other crazy shit for being a hetero, full-grown, sexual, healthy man that likes to have sex with women, especially when you do it responsibly. You looked at as a caveman in this society. All the while, they are over here doing multiple dicks. All the while, they have most of the children. Not these two ladies on the panel, but in this general, the women have most of the, especially in the black community, more women have children than men. Where the 51% of black men are childless. So who's really vibrating at the low frequency? Who's really vibrating? See, everything that this is a true projection. See, now we get to the bottom of this, man. Let's just keep going, man.
Acting responsibly, responsible casual sex, conquering in society today is a low vibrating heathen, pretty much.
It's low vibration. It's a low vibration. I'm not going to call it a heathen.
Okay,
but I will say, I mean, you're fighting for this, but if a woman's going around to sleep having one night stands, what would you call that? Would you call that a high frequency?
Well, women and men are not equal. Okay, so
that's not cool. You can't say that. Because you can't say that because
women and men are not equal biologically, logically, mentally, physically.
No,
what do you mean?
We are equal. We're not the same.
No. One's gonna dominate the other in the world. No,
we're not.
And here we go. Now we get to the BS. Now for the next couple of minutes, excuse Master Teacher's Mike. He has some clicking, but just y'all can get through it. Now we get down to the nitty gritty. In today's society, women really think men are equal. And this is the problem because you guys think this too. In nature, there's no equals. There's no equality. And this is the reality that a lot of women can't deal with. And this is why I'm just going to pump and dump them. Because you're not going to be coming to my house, living in my house, especially when I'm paying for everything or majority of things, you're thinking that we equal. And that's the problem. Because when you think somebody's equal to you, you think you have the same power as them, the same responsibility as them, the same clout as them, even though they're doing most of the work. Men do most of the work in society. Therefore, men are the dominant gender. This is not sexist. This is not anything. This is just based on results. Who builds most of society? Who has everything running? I'm not trying to. Women have their role too, but to say that they're equal to a man You know, this is this Western culture BS, dog. And this is why this is why we're declining over here. We still number one now, but that shit we're declining because you cannot. When you people think that women are equal, you can't compete against a society that's putting their men first. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story, man. Now we get to the nitty gritty, man.
It's equality.
Equal. No, we're equal, but we're not the same.
In nature, there's no equality.
You just don't have any respect for women. I don't know.
No, I respect women who know their place. In biology, somebody's dominant over the other.
And let me see that how I make that clear. See, you just don't respect women. I respect women who know their place. That's another misconception. I hate women. No, I respect women who know their place. I don't respect, and that's like 1%. So yeah, any other bitch who don't know their place, you don't get my respect.
This is simple biology.
No,
you put a man in the ring, you put a woman in the ring.
Plants aren't, you don't know which plant is a female, male. Really, you don't know which bug.
You don't know which plant is a female or a male. You don't know which bug is a male. Excuse me, you dumb bitch. Let me school you real quick in biology. Yeah, there are different sexes of plants. There are male buds, female buds, male seeds, female seeds, and then bugs. Yes, there are different sexes of bugs. What in the fuck are you talking about? Yes, if you go into nature, there's males and females too. This type of stuff. I just hate talking to dumb people sometimes. That's why I don't do this often. But the scientists don't know which plant is a female, which one is a male. They don't know which bug is a female, which one is they got dicks, they got pussies, they got all that stuff. This is why you should study science before you try to, come into the big dog. That was just so dumb.
Bug is what a fish.
Put a man in the ring.
When it comes to features genitals, that doesn't make you dominant over
men. Literally built everything in society we have today. Everything.
Hey. All right, so let my man Xanados, he needs to jump in here. Go ahead, Zanny.
All right, so from what I'm hearing, and when it comes to a pump and dump argument and women choosing the wrong look, both sides are guilty of this. Women are choosing the wrong men are choosing the wrong women. This is what I've learned from the past 30 minutes from listening to all sides. Women are choosing the wrong men when it comes to the physical. So much for being about depth and surface. For starters,
I hear you, Xanados, but you got Xanados trying to save face, but I got a question for Xanados. Watch this, y'all.
You might can. It is not good.
And plus, 1Master Teacher's mic was going crazy while Xanados was talking. That shit was just OC.
I'm sorry, you gave women the power, so they're going to demand more than 5 minutes in the bedroom. So if you want to give them power, then you're going to have to come with something other than 5 minutes of pumping and then just going to sleep. These aren't capable.
And I do agree with Xanatos on that. Xanatos Culture's right. Us as men, when we do panels, when we talk about, I get on. Hey, I already made this clear, man. A lot of you niggas ain't smashing that thing right, man. A lot of you niggas ain't getting in them guts right, man. And I think that's a valid thing, man. You want all this shit from the females, but y'all niggas ain't getting in them guts right. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas ain't working out, getting that blood flow. Y'all niggas ain't making a holler. I do agree with that to an extent. Black men, with this bad diet, messed up diet, contributing to the ED. Y'all, I do agree with that, man. That's another subject, man.
Weed.
And as far as that's concerned, if you want to keep your woman around, you're going to have to be willing to get down. Now, men are also choosing the wrong woman. And I have to say this, Janae has a point when it comes to going after these insta-fat, thought-looking kind of women with the big ass dough and the silicone titties, but crying whenever you get treated like a sucker. I'm sorry.
And this is why you pump and dump them too, man.
Cheerleader or the popular girl, and either they get shot or they get manipulated.
And dumping. We are building relationships with the people that we are being intimate with. You are just hooking up with random people and having one night stand.
You're putting a decoration. I'm not having a one night stand. We might smash it a few times.
Here we go, man. Trying to redefine pump and dump. If you had sex with somebody, there was no relationship or marriage that came out of it, you pumped and dumped. Pumping them to casual sex. Quit trying to decorate it. Oh, we built relationship with the people we fucked. No. You fucked and then y'all hung out a little bit. Then y'all stopped. That's pumping and dumping. Anyway.
Either way, I might end it or she might end it. Somebody's gonna get dumped. Y'all act like these things last forever. All right.
Mine have. So
Every person. So you're
that.
currently having sex with every person you fucked before.
Not every, but I definitely have.
Is that here we go? So y'all heard that? I just said so. I just said none of these things don't last forever. She said mine's do. So oh my. So if yours lasts forever, let me hit. Y'all gotta hear this before I.
And having one night stand.
You're putting a decoration. I'm not having a one night stand. We might smash it a few times. Either way, I might end it or she might end it. Somebody's gonna get dumped. Y'all act like these things last forever. All right.
Mine have. So
every person. So you're currently having sex with every person you fucked before.
Not every, but I definitely have.
Something ended. That's a pump and dump.
Actual relationship ended. Maybe if I was a boyfriend, but
what she saying?
Every person you had. All right. I mean, I'm not trying to,
people, because you're trying to make it seem as if pumping and dumping is like, oh, even in a relationship you pump and dump because
I didn't say that. But every person you had sex with, you're not in a relationship with. Every person y'all were in relationships with.
But there's different types of relationships, and the pumping and dumping we're talking about.
Okay, so basically, first of all, with that BS, it never lasts forever. Yes, it does. Mine does. So if yours lasts forever, basically you telling me all the guys you fucking when you keep them around so they can last forever, so y'all can keep fucking. Don't worry, we're gonna get to that soon. She's gonna even clarify that further. But like I said, her thing now we get to the point where I clearly just said pump and dump doesn't apply to relationships. And then I just told her, like, every person you had sex with, you weren't in any relationship with. Then you guys see that pause, and she said, "With there's different types of relationships." What the fuck? What you mean different types of? It's different types of people committing to each other. What other types? I mean, I know unless you're talking about polyandry or polygamy or open relationships. I mean, but I thought it was one type of monogamous relationship. Now, if she was talking about multiple partner relationships, I would give that to her. But if she's talking about their different types of monogamous relationships, no, it's not. It's you're only having sex with that person. There's only one type of monogamy. So what do you mean? She's just using that as an excuse to say, well, this nigga I was fucking for a couple months. This is this type of relationship. Or this nigga no. Those are pump and dumps. Because there was not an official monogamous relationship. There was no commitment. But you want to dress it up, you can dress it up how you want to. At the end of the day, pump and dump is more normal than people think, and it's the woman the one who's doing it. But anyway, let's get to this.
You're not even building a relationship with them. You have no respect for the women. You think they're stupid. You think they can't handle money.
I don't think they're stupid.
You don't think highly of them. You think they're just cute and that's it. And you want to sleep with them.
True.
And then you'll sleep with them until you go and you realize like they're being on my nerves or freaking idiots.
You're right. You are right.
Yes, you're 100% right. Yes, I think women are cute as hell because they are. And then I mess with them until they start getting on my nerves, and then I let them go. You are 100%. I'm glad she understands this. You know why she understands this process so well? Because it's happened to her. But she ain't gonna talk about those relationships where she got dumped. She ain't gonna talk about the ones where she got dumped. That's why she knows it so well. You think they're cute. You just play with them until they get on your nerve. I'm glad you understand. So she's dealt with niggas like me before. Matter of fact, I'm the type of nigga she probably be fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's a whole nother story, but she knew the pattern exactly. Because you know the deal. You've been dumped too. It's all good though.
Right. Wow. I didn't prevent her at all.
Right.
Now the guys that I have, the reason why the guys that I sleep with last so long is because it took me a few years to even get into bed with them because I actually got to know them and they actually got to
look at Solo TV's face. The reason why my things last so long is because it took me a few years to get into bed with them. Look at Solo. Hey, Solo. Body language speaks louder than verbal language. Thank you. So I was waiting on Solo to come in on. I mean, even if he didn't say anything, I'm glad. Let me catch up on super chat real quick. Y'all see Solo's face. He's like, as soon as she said that, even Solo was trying to be a gentleman. Even he had to hop in and be like, "What?" Look at his face. Like, what, bitch? Oh my god, man! Y'all see the cat, man? I'm just smiling like, yep, Let me read these joints, man. Y'all see the cat, man. It took us years to get into bed. And shout out to West Splash, what up, man? He said, I'm disappointed. You guys need to ban these bras off our shows. They're not equal, period. Madam CJ Walker, Beyonce, J-Lo, Michelle Obama, all not equal to men, period. Get money, stay blessed up. I agree with you, West Splash. But I will continue to push back on the BS, man. I will continue to push back on the bull crap, man, especially on these panels, man, when I'm needed. Shout out to RBR Network for Women. Appreciate you for sharing the stream and super chatting. We got some hate support today, man. Shout out to RBR, man. He said men act like we have to accept pump and dump. We don't. If she's worthy, let her know and make her an honest woman. You can't do that, RBR. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, RBR. You can't. Hey, but RBR, shout out to you for the hate support, brother. And a shout out to Lil Big Nate for the cash app. Lil Big Nate, what up, man? Appreciate you, Lil Big Nate. We're gonna get to a little bit more of this, man. And of course, you know I'm gonna open this thing up. But it's a couple, we almost done with this. It's a couple things I gotta highlight, and then we're gonna get back right into that thing, man. So I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hit that like button and let's get it cracking, man.
To respect me.
This dude James, man, he's been.
Wait. New rule. Every time I hear Cap from one of the women,
thank you, Solo. I was waiting for you to come through.
Well, just because you don't want to believe it doesn't mean it's,
come on,
it's
man.
true.
Y'all get out of here with this, man.
It's true.
And look at old girl face at the top. She's like, girl, you know, she notices Cap. Took me a few years to get in the bed. But look at, she's just looking at her girlfriend like, she had to stay silent for a lot of this, man, because she knew the deal, man.
If I could really put, I have two guys that I have basically been hooking up with for the past couple years, and if I could put them on, and you can ask them yourself, both of them, one took 3 or 4 years for me to actually hook up with them. The other one took 2 years.
Okay, so what if one of them? So you're currently dealing with those two guys right now? That's what you're saying.
They want to. I mean, I'm
keep it 100. Come on.
There we go. See, this is too easy for me, man. This is really why I need the argument for you. I've basically been dealing with two guys, hooking up with two guys for the past couple of years. Okay, so you're dealing with multiple guys at the same time. Well, they want to. No, bitch, just fucking be 100. And this is the problem. This is why you can't really have upfront and honest debate conversation, because these hoes want to sugarcoat what they really doing. You're double dick clutching. You double dick clutching. It's all good. Look, I just be like, just keep it 100. That's all I'm just like, because I ain't got time to play the mental gymnastics. Just keep it 100. You are double dick clutching. Let's play that again, man. And we're gonna keep it moving, man. But I'm the toxic one. Pump and dump is toxic when I do it. But this bitch, she got all right.
Out of here with this, man.
It's true. If I could really put, I have two guys that I have basically been hooking up with for the past couple years, and if I could put them on, and you can ask them yourself, both of them, one took 3 or 4 years for me to actually hook up with them. The other one took 2 years.
Okay, so and real quick, look at Xanato's face. Xanato's clutch to the BS too, man.
One of them. So you're currently dealing with those two guys right now. That's what you're saying.
They want to. I mean, keep
it 100. Come on. Yes, I am fucking more than one dude at the same time, and you can't do nothing about it, nigga.
I'm not right now. I'm not right now. I haven't had to consume it.
Xanato's shaking his head. I'm just saying, man, we exposing the Cap over here, man. This is why you don't listen to what these females talk about. You listen to what they do. But if you're good enough, you can get them to expose their hand. You know what I mean? You can try to switch it up now. You just said you've been hooking up with two guys for the past 3 years, even though we know it's a lot more. But this is what you're admitting to. And now when I pointed out that, okay, you've been hooking up with them, that's called, in our language, that means you are hooking up with them, present tense, for the past couple of years. So you're dealing with them at the same time. But of course you're gonna sugarcoat it. But I'm the toxic one for pumping and dumping.
2 months. I'm not right now because I'm trying to focus on myself. But and I pulled them back, so I put them off. I didn't cut them off. I just put them.
This is why I do pump and dump, because they always want to word this type of way, put weird word things this way. Just don't want to be upfront and direct. Women like to do stuff like this. They don't like to be. No, I mean, look, man.
I'm being very direct. I'm very transparent. I'm being very transparent. I'm very transparent. I'm very open with my life. If you don't want to believe,
I'm being very. No, you're not being. No, look. You said that you're hooking up with two guys. That don't count. Okay. When I asked you the real details, because we already know these hoes fucking. So you telling me that you fucking do that's not enough no more. Especially if you want to be considered honest. I need the real truth. So when I get to the real nitty gritty, you're dealing with two dudes, multiple at the same time for the past couple years, and it gets even juicier. Don't worry, man.
believe what truth comes out of my mouth, that's on you. But I'm very transparent and I'm very open.
Janae, can I ask you a quick question, please? Janae, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Hold on. You could ask Janae a question, but I want Ramil to correct this. This dude James has been on your ass, Ramil, the whole stream. Is he on your channel?
This motherfucking weak ass RL from next R&B lame ass nigga. Man, why is this nigga still riding my dick? Hey, at least you dropping money though, man. But this dude like a weak ass Mario, dude. Get your ass out of here, dog.
He looks better than you though.
Okay, I'm not worried how you feel. Shit, the hell? Ain't no here trying to see y'all out.
I'm just saying.
And after I've been busting her ass up in this little conversation so much, she tried to throw shots. Oh, he looks better than you. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. How you feel? I mean, I deal with bad bitches all the time. I mean, I ain't no super player, but I'm not on here trying to impress you. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't even know who you are. A bad bitch is not nothing special to me. Like, I ain't gonna say every bitch in my life I deal with is bad. I got like a 60-40% rate. But this ain't nothing new to me. I ain't finna. Is that supposed to hurt me? He look better than you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. How you feel? You know what I mean? And because truth be told, I ain't gonna toot my own horn like that. But look, man, now that she try to throw shots because I've been busting her ass up. But that's cool. You know, it just is what it is. But you know, it's just funny, man. Let's keep it going, man. You know, you gotta throw shots like that when you get annihilated like this, man.
Anyway. I don't
go
believe.
Of course, you got to throw that stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been getting on y'all. It's all good. I feel, you know, it's all Gucci, man. It's all good here, man.
I'm not trying to personalize this, but Janae, you bring up something that I found very interesting, and I want to know why. So let's delve deeper into it. You said that you made these men wait 3-4 years or what have you, and I'm curious as to number one, why, and as to number two, you know, were they trying to get into a relationship with you, or they were just trying to clap your cheeks? I'm just curious.
I think the reason why I put them off was because I knew they were just trying to clap my cheeks. So I was like,
for 3 or 4 years.
So peep this, right? She put these dudes off, right, because they were trying to clap her cheeks. She knew they were trying to clap her cheeks. But check this out. Even if it did take 3 or 4 years, which we know she's lying, these guys who were trying to clap her cheeks still maintain some sort of position in her life. Some sort of contact was maintained for that. These guys who she quote unquote put off, who she's been hooking up with out of her own mouth, eventually got to the pussy. So these guys who just wanted to clap her cheeks, she didn't discard the number. She didn't delete the number. She didn't say, forget this. No, she let them orbit around, linger around until she was like, okay, you know what? It's time. And this is the problem. This is what I talk about today, is because even if a man does come across as just wanting to clap cheeks or whatever the case, or whatever, no matter what the man wants, she's gonna keep him around and use him for what she can get out of him. So that's my thing, man. So look, you know, she put those guys off temporarily. See, she forgot to put the word temporarily, because eventually they got to the ass. And that's what's going on with a lot of these females. They got all these niggas. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to be patient, man. This is why you holler at a lot of females in this day and age, because they're dealing with so much dick. They might not get to you for a few months later. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you start funneling right now. You start talking to these females, and you might not get the pussy to 6 months later. Not because of she don't like you or nothing, just because she's dealing with so much dick. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta understand what the current situation we're in now. That's all good. I be smashing females. I ain't talking. I hollered at months ago. I'm saying you gotta understand you're part of the carousel. But anyway, like I said, straight out the horse's mouth, man. But I'm toxic.
Yeah, it's more so like we kept in touch. We stayed friends. We gained a friendship relationship in a way that's like not like friendship, like, oh, he's my best friend, let me have you meet my boyfriend. Like nothing like that. Like when I had a boyfriend, I did not talk to them at all. But
whoa, when I had so during the so you had a boyfriend on top. Oh, so now we got a third party in this joint. Now you have a boyfriend, and then you got the two dudes allegedly with the orbiters. Now, when I had a boyfriend, I wasn't talking to him at all. Is that so? When did the boyfriend come into? When did the boyfriend come into? Because you say you've been hooking up with these guys for the past few years, and I asked you if you're dealing with them currently now. You said they want to, but when did the boyfriend come in? See, this is too easy, man. This is too easy, and I'm the toxic one. But you're juggling men like a fucking circus act. It's all good, man. Let me just keep this going, man.
Yeah, I mean, a couple years went by. I kind of got to know them a little bit. I established that the reason why I waited is because I know that I catch feelings. So I had to.
Feelings?
We're getting to know both of them.
They caught feelings for me the
Hold
first
on, real quick.
night.
Hold on, y'all. This is important. So you would let these two guys court you or entertain you at the same time?
No, they didn't. No, they weren't courting me through the whole 3 years. I might have been in another relationship. I just knew the guys.
So while she was in another relationship, she still had the guys who ended up smashing on the back burner. So through those relationships, the nigga who she quote unquote been hooking up with still been in the picture the whole time. I might have been in this relationship, might have been in that relationship, but the guys she been hooking up with still been in the picture the whole time. And who's this? This is why we gotta ask who's really doing the pump and the dump. All right, because she just said she's been hooking up with these two guys for the past few years, straight out of her mouth. Now, all of a sudden, within these two sectors of these 2 or 3 years, there's been relationships as well. So who's been really doing the pumping and dumping? But that's the question I got. Who's really been doing the pumping and dumping? But it's only toxic when a man does it. Don't worry, we almost done with this, y'all, because I trigger her soon, and then, you know, it's in. So a couple more minutes, I'm gonna let y'all up when we finna go in today. So you you were talking. So you was in a relationship, but yet you was talking to these guys, even as friends,
I just told you I did not talk to. No, I didn't talk to them as friends. I just told you I did not talk to them while I was in a relationship. I said I've known
now you
them.
just said that.
I've known them for a few years. There's a difference. I didn't consistently talk to them. We weren't dating. What happened was, as soon as I met the guy, maybe I talked to like one of them, for example. I talked to him for a couple of weeks and I realized he's not husband material for me. Is he very attractive? Do we get along? Yes, but he's not husband material for me. So I kind of put him in that category and then I moved on.
What's that category? He's not husband material, but he's very attractive. What is it? And this is the category. What is put him in that category? What's that category? Like I say, I'm just pointing this thing out because I need you guys to understand this is how when a man does approach them and they know for a fact he ain't trying to wife or he ain't husband material, he's not father material, they don't discard the man. They put him in a category, in that category. What's that category? The fucking category, the dick category, the sloppy toppy head category, the nigga who's gonna get all the freaky shit without the relationship category. I'm gonna put him in that category. See, like I said, but it's toxic to pump it up when the man does it. But she just said it off rip. When he's not husband material, but he's very attractive, put him in that category. And you know what? That's my favorite category. I love that category. Put me in that category. You know what I'm saying? When I come over with a chick, you off rip, you better know I'm in the fucking category. I'm not in all that BS other shit. So I'm just saying, the women are doing the same thing. That's what I'm pointing out to you guys. They just want to dress it up in a sophisticated type manner, and they want to dress it up and wrote. No, they got different categories of men too, right out of her mouth. Because you can't say you discarded him because he still stuck around and got the fuck. So he got put into the fucking category. No matter how long it took you to have sex with him, you know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 years. At the end of the day, he got put into that category of dick. And this is the category you want to be at, guys, because they're pumping and dumping and they're doing the same shit. You know, y'all, one day y'all gonna appreciate me, man, for breaking this shit down to a science. One day y'all will appreciate. This is deeper than game, man. Let me continue, man. Like I said, only a couple more minutes before she gets triggered. Matter of fact, let me read the super chats real quick, and then because I don't want to get behind. Shout out to all y'all in the building. I do appreciate y'all coming through. Let me see. Shout out to BLS Holdings. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Always showing love. Shout out to BL&S Holdings. What's going on, brother? Shout out to you. What's going on? Classy young man. What up? He said everything she says follows pumping and dumping because she's not a kept woman by any man. LOL. Exactly. She's doing. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, man. Shout out to Edward Anderson in the building. What's going on, brother? Shout out to who else is it? It was one more super chat. Shout out to IM. What's up? He said, did she find out he was not husband material before or after he smashed? No, she knew beforehand. That's the crazy part. She just said it. He wasn't husband material. I put him in that category. This is before they smash. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? This is before they smash. He got put in the fucking category. Man, one day, I'm telling you, man. One day y'all gonna appreciate this, man. Hey, Red Alert, what up, man? He said for this biology session, we're merely dissecting this broad like a lab animal. Yeah, say this is too easy. But like I said, I do this for the guys, man. People think pump and dump comes from hatred. Nope. People think pump and dump comes from, just prejudice. Nope. It comes from adaptation, guys. All right, so it's almost done, man. Let me get this joint moving.
In my life, and we didn't hook up, and for maybe some years, and here and there he would hit me up, and we kind of follow each other on social media. That's
okay. See, let me tell you the problem right here. Let me tell you the problem. This is why the pump and dump is important, because women in these days and age, you just said it yourself. I don't care if you get married to them, have a relationship. More than likely, even if they're not actively entertaining other men, there's some guy in the past who's there, whether they were a friend from the past, they were talking to in the past, who will always pop up out of somewhere and make shit happen while they're in the marriage currently. This happens all the time because of social media, because of everything. This is what's happening today. This is 2020. You guys acting like you just said it out your mouth.
I didn't. I didn't.
I'm just using this. I'm just using it. I'm talking. So now she said I'm taking it and running with it. No, I'm not. Well, first of all, it's the 48 laws of power. You know what I mean? Let them talk. You know what I'm saying? But that's all she. But she thinks she's equal to a man, so she should have been able to peep this. But she said I'm taking it and running with it. You damn right, I'm taking that and running with it. You just said you was hooking up with niggas for the past few years. You put them in the category despite knowing they're not husband material, that you can have sex with them later, all while you're still entertaining relationships during this period of time. And then when I pointed out that, okay, these men had access to you, they were able to come back later and re-spark a relationship. I'm just pointing out I just literally said what you said. So, and you said you was in relationships during this time, whether you're in or out, you had these guys to come back to while those relationships were going on. That's all I'm doing. I'm just pointing it out. Or you're taking it and running with it. You damn right I'm gonna run with it. Nigga, you telling on yourself. I'm gonna run with this. We run it. Matter of fact, I ran with it to my channel. I ran with this shit all the way from SC channel. Hell yeah, I'm gonna run with this shit. Because niggas need to hear this. Men need to hear this. Women know from the jump what category to put men in. Women know from the jump whether they're gonna pump or dump you. Men need to hear this. Hell damn right, I'm gonna run this shit. Usain Bolt. We're gonna run this shit all the way around the track. Couple times. Hell yeah, you telling yourself this is gold. Let's get it. Up to the men in the audience. In the middle. This is why I do pump and dump, because
there's always gonna be somebody, there's always gonna be people can have sex with. Like, why are you so afraid of somebody being sexually like
not being afraid, it's just not taking the risk. It's just not taking the risk.
What risk does my boyfriend take? What risk
so that some guy can. What risk do your boyfriend take? What do you
Tell
mean?
Me what risk they took. If they didn't get cheated on, what risk
one of those guys who just hit you up from the past can hit you up and spark something, and you might go meet up with him as friends. That's growing to something more. This happens all the time.
But a girl could hit you up and spark something. Like that's just
okay,
relationship.
But here's the thing.
Like you're afraid of a relationship, is what it sounds
afraid of it. I just rather not. I'd rather not deal with it. I don't need that on my mind. My mind needs to be fresh for the.
That just sounds like an insecurity.
Okay, that's not an insecurity. So now I'm insecure because I don't want to be in a relationship with some bitch and worrying about how she's probably gonna be fucking another. Look, women are property. I'm sorry. And I think Nick Penn, shout out to Nick Penn, he's through a super chat on Master Teacher channel. He said, men do not want to be financially responsible for women they're not exclusive to, or and that's fair. That's not being insecure. That's being conservative with my resources. Why am I going to take care of a woman who is giving her body up to another man? I don't want to be thinking about that. That's not being insecure. It's called clearing mental space. I don't need to have that on my mind. I need my mind focused so I can make money, so I can contribute to my lifestyle, so I can continue to expand. Women don't understand that. They think you're insecure if you in a relationship and you don't want your female to, or think about your female doing that other stuff. No, it's just a reality. They try to use that as an excuse so that they can go deal with their entanglements.
Everybody has to deal with that. Men and women. Women are going to hit you up too. New women, and you know how much you like to conquer.
You don't need to make an excuse for having.
Hold on. We're gonna put a step in that. Brandy, you have something to say about it because you've been very patient. We're gonna get to Brandy, and then we're gonna my man Maul C's gonna answer the question. Go ahead, Brandy, because be honest with you tonight, Brandy, you seem like the more rational one tonight.
How?
You can get out of pocket.
Damn, bitch, can he give your friend a compliment? Damn, how? Damn, let him dude. And like I said, I don't even agree with none of these hoes. But look at this girl I'm going back and forth with. He's talking about her friends are more. He can't even give her friend a compliment before she. How? So now you're saying now you're in competition with your friend too. Now you're more rational with her. This is the thing, man. Females like her, though. This is why you pump her dumb. She can't even let her friend get some shine. Yes, Nick. He said that because she was being more quiet. Neither of them are rational. But damn, how? How is she more rational than me? Bitch, shut up. That's your friend. The fuck? You just want to compete, just want to go headstrong with everybody. That's how I know it's not a men thing. It just want to, dude, he's giving your friend a compliment. How? You want to be smarter than her too? Anyway, man, that's another. Just pointing it out, man. Pointing out the cap, man.
When you want to, but tonight you're level-headed, and I can respect that.
Okay, Shade.
Yeah, extra shade.
No, the only thing I have to say, Ramil, about the pump and dump thing is it sounds like, somebody may have heard you, okay?
Here we go with that.
Just being real.
Look at Solo TV. He's like, oh my God. Even at Solo TV, he not even with, I'm pretty sure he not as hardcore pump and dump as me. I don't know if he does. Either way, even he had to just say, oh my God, here we go again. Look at Solo TV's face. Here we go. The hurt you, the mama black shaming tactic number 1. Here we go, man. Forget all the stats and the data. Forget all of that. This is shaming tactic, right? Fuck out of here.
May not be the case, but
Tactic 1.
So there's a woman had a bad experience with, right? And
now you have some bad experiences.
My mama black. Don't forget that one too.
And now you're doing the pump and dump. Okay.
Newsflash, everybody on this panel is doing a pump and dump. Watch this.
I mean, are you just attracted to that type of energy? Like,
I love it. Look, the woman, either I pump it up or the woman pump it up me. That's not just me doing the pump and dump. Y'all act like women out here. Do you have a boyfriend? What's it, Brandy and Michelle? Do you have a boyfriend?
I do, yeah.
Or you had the boyfriend? Were you just not having sex with anybody?
No, I definitely was having sex.
Hey, so what do you call the person you was having sex with before your boyfriend that you stopped having sex with?
I mean, this pump and dump.
Checkmate again. Everybody on this.
One down, couple more to go. Don't worry, we're gonna get one more. You was having sex with somebody before your relationship that ended. That was a pump and dump. Look at she had no choice but to look. You can dress it up how you want, man. But like I said, a pump and dump is only toxic when the man does it. Let me just roll that back one more time. When I catch him up, it's like the 5th checkmate on this panel, man. But like I said, I'm not doing this to show off. I'm just saying, look, man, this is where we in society. Let me just run that, and then we're gonna keep it going.
He's trying to validate.
All the same. Why would I get to know most women are?
Hold up, man.
I mean, are you just attracted to that type of energy? Like,
I love it. Look, the woman, either I pump it up or the woman pump it up me. That's not just me doing the pump and dump. Y'all act like women out here. Do you have a boyfriend? What's it, Brandy and Michelle? Do you have a boyfriend?
I do, yeah.
Or you had the boyfriend? Were you just not having sex with anybody?
No, I definitely was having sex.
Hey, so what do you call the person for your boyfriend that you stopped having sex with?
I mean, this pump and dump.
Checkmate again. Everybody on this panel has pump and dump.
He's trying to validate being a
not
hoe versus actually building relationships with people and being particular about who you involve yourself with physically.
Building relationships.
He's trying to validate his bad choices of women.
So anyway, I just proved on the panel that both these females on the panel pump and dump, especially the Jania Moore, and now I just proved that it's Brandy Michelle pumps and dump as well. So what's the problem? Anyway, I'll tell you what the problem is. They don't like the way it sounds. Anyway, we almost done with this for real, y'all. I just got to hold on, y'all.
Based off of
him sex is not bad choice. I have no legal ties.
Pumping up and just wanting to conquer people and just wanting to sleep with women is different than actually vetting out somebody and being picky about who you choose and actually kind of getting to know them and watching them from a distance to know who they are.
All the same. Why would I get to know most women are all the same? I got time to get to know them all.
Since you already feel like that, then why are you even on these panels? Because it sounds like you are stuck in your mindset.
No, I'm on these panels because
you're not trying. All you're trying to do is all you're trying to do is lead men into like what
helping men.
being single and basically like, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna be what do you call them, a cat man? There's a cat lady and there's a cat man. So
I'm going to be a grown man.
You're gonna die alone.
Men and women are not equal. That's cat ladies.
So
here's a problem. Here's a problem with me. See, I know I'm a die alone. I'm not on here. That's cool with me. But men, once again, men and women are not equal. They're thinking that men and women are equal. A man growing old alone is different than a woman alone. What the fuck is a cat man? Never heard of that in my life. You ain't equal. But here's the thing. I know I'm gonna be old alone. That's why I'm gonna have the money aside for paid caretakers and all that shit. But see, y'all think y'all really gonna bag a man the oldest you get to take care of you. And look, and even if you do, I guarantee you, both of these hoes gonna be at look, I guarantee you they will not be married when that time comes. Hopefully it won't be anytime soon. I'm just saying. I guarantee you. Nobody gonna deal with this for 30, 10, 20 years straight, man. Because you're gonna have to get an older man to take care of you. Older men are more smarter, more seasoned. And the more this information gets out, and they not even gonna put up with it. Shout out to the general, which I'm gonna speak on him after this. Let's keep going.
Is a cat
you're
man,
gonna die alone,
right?
and all you do is talk about women being cat ladies and dying alone. When really,
No, I don't talk about that at all. I don't talk about that at all.
You're trying to lead a whole bunch of men.
I'm helping men. Let me respond. Now I'm actually helping men. That's why I come on these panels, because it needs to be put back towards this. Because I'm stopping men. Because I'm stopping them. I'm stopping them. Can I answer the question? Can I answer the question?
I didn't ask you a question. I asked you a question.
Why do I hop on the panel? That's a question. Why do you hop on the? That's a question. Okay, so let me answer. You learned that in school. So here's the thing.
Yeah, bitch, shut your dumb ass up. You just asked me a question 2 minutes ago, but you was talking so much I didn't get the answer. I didn't ask you a question. So goof ass out of here.
I do that because there needs to be pushback on these panels with they're saying that men should be married and risk his legal assets, risk his financial assets, and everything he's worked hard for, to put it all on the line to get married, but a woman can just take it and take all the stuff out of nowhere. He has to start from zero. I'm also saving men from the fact that their wives will cheat. According to statistics, more wives are cheating than ever nowadays. Infidelity at a higher rate. They're the first ones to do it. This is all stats. I put it in the back chat. You guys can look for yourself, but you're not going to look at that because
I'm not.
But
of course you're not. You're not going to look at the stats. You're just going to think I'm bitter. And this is why you don't really have logical discussions with women, because when it comes to adding up the math and looking at the stats, they're not interested in any of that stuff. That's why they're just not. You know what I'm saying? She just said, I'm not looking at the stats. I'm going to go based off my personal feelings. And this is the problem. Well, actually, it's not the problem. I know what it is. But, I'm just pointing this out to let you guys know they don't care about any of the logic or the stats or the arguments. This is why a lot of these conversations, to me, like I said, this is entertainment. This is entertainment, guys. All it is. Nothing productive is going to come out of this, because they're not going to yield the subservient position. This is what it is.
But just know studies have been done on it. So I'm helping men. I'm helping men maintain their sovereignty in this country that is already against heterosexual men. Why make it easier?
We should just all be single.
Nobody would have legal power.
Why not help men just protect their assets?
They do it by staying single and not even risking
Just be single for the rest of your life, guys.
You can have women. You can deal with women. You can deal with women. You know what I'm saying?
Use women for sex. Women are just sexual objects.
In 2020, yes, that's WAP. What's the WAP song? Yes, in 2020,
what do you mean
women are sexual objects. Yes.
I don't understand. Why are you still on this WAP song? Like,
I'm not on. That's the first time I brought it up today. So I'm not still on.
What do you mean why am I on this WAP song? I ain't even talked about the joint. But she knows she had to talk about it. She had to be like, why are you bringing that shit up? Because you know why she said that? Because she know I have a point. And she didn't want to bring up. That's a good point. If I'm talking about women want to be objectified sexually, if I bring up the WAP song, which women are dancing, that's a legitimate point. But she has to act like I've been bringing it up. No, it's my first time, bitch. No, let me get my point across with this very valid point about how women want to be sexually objectified. It's funny.
Still on it.
But what do you mean by women are on this WAP? Like,
women want to be sexual objects in 2020. They want to be objectified. Okay, so give them what they want and live your life. That's what I'm telling men. Because if you try to be in a relationship, try to tie them down, you're going to get messed up when they meet somebody else that they perceive is better than you, just because they look better or have more money, whatever the case. They perceive it. You know what I'm saying? They perceive that they have more money. They think the grass is greener, even though they always end up coming back.
They are hopping from one to another. Let them do that. That's all I'm saying is men. I'm not getting on you women. This is for the men. Women are having the time of their lives and living their best life.
I've never hopped from one to another, so I don't really know. Like, you're making so many assumptions. Like,
I've never hopped from one to another. What you just said, you were entertaining two guys at the same time while being in relationships. Like I said, man, don't personalize it, ho. Don't personalize it. Women are doing this. It's just a fact. But when you put it out into the actual raw form, when you put it out and say it how it really is, this is what women are doing. You're the bad guy. You're toxic. This is funny, man. But we see who's doing the real pump and dumping.
It's just so, because I actually know men who hop from one woman to the next.
Men and women aren't equal.
I know men who monkey branch because they can't be alone. So you're making a lot of assumptions based off the women you deal with, because you deal with hoes and you deal with women who aren't worthy of being. And
we'll check the stats in the back.
Janae, hold on. Let me read this, and we're gonna jump to my boy Mal. So he says, "I'm 22, by the way. Question for Janae and Brandy: a guy who respects and sees value of women, but
lot of
hold on. You seeing a lot of
language alone is primitive.
What can I say that
was about to go off soon? You telling me that? Okay, we ain't gonna get into that. But most women are not having sex with 2 guys in 3 years. Okay, especially 20. If you're gonna get ahead and play, you can.
And so what's it? But so then how are you gonna
stop personalizing? Stop personalizing. You're double standard. Men and women are not equal. Men and women are not equal.
We are equal.
No.
Not
the woman answer this question. The woman having sex with multiple men.
I'm not gonna allow you to talk if you don't allow me to talk. Like, I'm just not gonna do it, because I'm not gonna allow you guys to disrespect me.
Now I'm disrespecting. Did I disrespect this whole panel? I mean, let me know. If I did, I did. I know I'm a disrespectful person sometimes, but I don't think I did. I just pointed out the facts of what's going on. I utilized what she said to formulate my points, but I don't think I didn't call her no hoe. I ain't call her no bitch. I ain't say no disrespectful or anything. But telling the truth is being disrespectful. Telling the truth is bashing. Now we get to it. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear how men really think. Now I'm bashing and I didn't disrespect her not one time on that day on the panel. You know, it is what it is. But question. Like, women having sex with 3 men the same thing as men having sex with 3 women.
You don't have respect for women. You've already said that you don't have respect for women. So I'm not going to respect you back. That's what you're
saying. That's fine, but it's just a question.
I will let speak.
It's a question.
If you're going to disrespect me and you don't find any respect, I'm not going to let you talk. I'm just not going to let you talk to me. And I'm not going to let you speak, because I have the right to decide what man I'm going to be respectful for, and I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to do it. No, if you don't let me speak.
Of course you're not going to let me talk, because I've been fucking exposing the fuck out your goof ass for the past 30 minutes. I wouldn't let me talk either. But as you can clearly see, I'm not going to go back and forth with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm see.
Janae, let Malcy go.
So I guess back to the original question: are women under anyone like that? Yourself.
It's a really sweet person. She really is. And I think,
No, that wasn't the subject of the show. We want to get on men. That's the subject of the show.
Okay.
Maybe no, but the subject of the show was, are women undervalued? You gotta understand, it's not bashing when men give their honest, real opinion. This is the issue. When men give their perspective, because this is not just something, it's just me. This is men that are waking up to this. They're realizing that a woman does not have value to me in this life if I have my shit together. This is not bashing. This is not, it give you guys the reality of how men, especially men who have their own stuff going on. This is how they're really thinking in today's world, especially in America. It's not bashing.
We know.
Okay, so don't call it bashing.
Well, we know, and that's why women are so upset, because what I just heard you say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but what I just heard you say is, when I have my stuff together as a man, I don't see any need to have a woman. So then you guys go and tell women, well, you women are choosing wrong. But the thing is, the men that we have to choose from who actually do have their shit together may think like you. So what are you giving us to choose from? What are you giving us to choose from if you're telling men, once you make money and once you establish yourself, pump and dump these bitches. They ain't worth nothing.
Okay, let me answer that. Let me answer that question. The reason why,
like women are overvalued because those are the women who are being, overly sexualized, right? These are the women with the OnlyFans,
Okay.
so and their goodies, and their
lifestyle. They will still slip into that lifestyle. They'll still try to do that. Here's the thing, man. Say to answer Janae's question. The reason why I say that when men get their money together, they should do that is because when you do give women that power over you, when you let them give them that marriage certificate, or you give them that relationship. This is the current trend in America. You guys can keep talking like this doesn't exist. Women get bored when the man has given them everything, given them security and everything. Women get bored. Okay, they look like I have conquered this man. They have to go on to the next. This is what's going on in 2020. That's why the Will Smith, Jada Smith entanglement. Women didn't say anything about.
Oh, here we go. What about the entanglement? Here we go.
Jada Pinkett Smith going after taking advantage of that mentally challenged younger man that stepped outside her marriage. She went back to that for that. You know why? Because these entanglements are becoming normal. This is the society we live in. You guys gonna get up here and women want to be married to a Will Smith, and they always want to have a thing on the side. And this is what's going on in 2020. The normal
but he
mindset.
has things on the side
But his once again, keep talking again. Biologically, men having sex with somebody else and women having sex with somebody else is different than the man penetrating you and leaving his DNA in you than the man
penetrating other women and then coming and putting it in me, and I'm supposed to be okay with that.
But I'm just saying, first of all, but
once again, me putting my dick in my female, washing my dick off is different than a man penetrating a female, leaving his DNA. So see, it's a whole. They want to equalize it, and I think this is the part where she gets triggered and she bounces out, or I bounce out. But let me see.
You're real sexy.
Aside from the point, I'm giving you the reason why I'm telling men to do that, because a woman.
We're basically saying it's okay for men to cheat on us, but it's not. But a woman should sit around and just let the guy cheat around, and then we just sit there in this relationship and just deal with whatever.
Okay? Men can't cheat. I don't know where I can get this from. Man. Men cannot cheat. Men can't cheat.
Okay, well, I'm okay. After that, I see what the type of man you are, and I just rather not speak on this panel anymore. So I'm out. I'm kind of done with this.
Whoa.
I mean, she can stay. I will leave.
Because I just feel like I got stuff to do anyway. Shit, and I feel like I don't want to be involved with men who spread this kind of toxicity. Like,
it's crazy, man. She don't want to be involved with men who spread this toxic, whatever. I guarantee you, the niggas that she is fucking have a closer mindset to me than this quote unquote good man. I guarantee you guys fact that the men, both these females, the men that they are fucking, I promise you, they look at the world similar to how I look at it. That's how she knew the pattern of the pumper dump so well. I'm telling you, I know females like this, they go after niggas who they know for sure are dealing with multiple women. For sure. That's why they talk about that category. She placed those men in that category. Anyway, that's how that ended. I'll play the rest real quick. I pretty much hopped off, but here's the rest for you guys.
You're a virus to our society.
It's not toxicity. It's actually helping, man. Look. That's cool. I'm gonna leave though. No. I'm gonna leave. Master Teacher, thanks for having me. I just had to just push back on all this. No, I got bounce anyway. Hey, appreciate you having me, Master Teacher. Hey, man. Look, if this is toxic masculinity, hey, let's be as toxic as possible. It's really toxic as possible, man. Holla, man. Thanks, man.
All right, that's pretty much how I had to come in there. Hey, look, man. Like I said, man. Look, the truth is too raw. Okay, that's really what it is. She couldn't handle the truth, and that's cool. But I had to get up out of there anyway. I'm not, because I know the show was based on, I know niggas was there to see the females. So I'm not finna ruin the show. I just popped in, popped out. But either way, I just exposed so many truths in that joint, man. Both these females are doing the pump and dump. They have a category for men that they know it's not husband material. They're juggling more than one man. See, pump and dump is only toxic when men do it. But when they do it, it is okay. And men are starting to wake up and be like, man, fuck this. Shout out to the general. I'm going to try to get the general on the show. I'm going to try to get the general to come on the show, man. Because if y'all didn't know, he's a recent convert to the Church of Pump and Dump. Y'all know who the general is. He circles around the panel sometimes. Shout out to him. And he said, man, I'm with the Pump and Dump now. He's an older man, been in the service for many years. I think he's in his 50s, has his own stuff together. Nice house, nice everything. And when he first heard me talk about the pump and dump, he said the way it sounds was just, it just didn't sound right. It was horrible. He was one of the main ones giving me pushback. But after the general, you know, his this is all information he put out. So I'm not, you know, this is information he put out, not putting out his business. He's put this out himself. But after the general, you know, he got out in the field. I guess his relationship in 2014. Got out on the dating market. Started meeting women. Started trying to do the right thing. Dating them, you know, and then when he asked for exclusivity, when he asked to make this exclusive for commitment, he said that he gets the same answers. I'm not ready for that. I want to do what I do. Translation: I want to fuck. And these are older women. No, the general, he's an older man. You know, he's dealing with older women. Now the general has all the stuff together. Military man, a woman. These women, he can take care of. He can basically boost the class of a woman. Then he told the other story about his friend. You know how other stuff. He's starting to realize that. Everybody's starting to realize that the pump and dump is the best situation and the best move for a lot of for successful men in America, because when you try to risk it all and put it all on the line for a female, they're too emotionally volatile. They will leave you for somebody else if they think they're better. They got their own independence. Let them have it. This is not complaining about women. Let the woman do what they want to do. I'm trying to save you men from a lifetime of headaches. Men literally having health issues, mental issues over women. You can avoid that from the jump. Pump and dump. Either let her dump you or you dump her. It doesn't matter. See, but it's only toxic when a man does it. Pump and dump is only toxic when a man does it, but they've been doing it plenty of times. That's because people are scared of the power of a healthy heterosexual man. You know what I mean? The society is against the healthy heterosexual man and his ways. They want to limit the power of the man who has the option to conquer as many women as he wants without creating any legal ties. It's only toxic when a man does it. But at the end of the day, man, this is going to keep, and people keep relegating pump and dump to just women. No, pump and dump to everything. Pump and dump your job. Pump and dump everything, because nothing lasts forever. Everything's temporary. I'm trying to put men in the understanding that you do not create unnecessary attachments, because those things add to your life. That adds baggage. And while men don't have physical baggage like women, it adds mental baggage, and it boggles you down from getting out here and competing. You need a clear mind. This is what the pump and dump does. It gives you a clear mind. It's not just about women. It's not just about sex. I only spend 7% of my time with women. But the pump and dump is about maintaining your legal sovereignty and being the man. But you can't explain this to women. That was a case study. When I hop on those panels, those are case studies. But the pump and dump is not toxic. It is a survival strategy. It is adaptation. It is Darwinism. It is natural selection. Understanding what's going on around you and not getting caught in the pitfalls. And like I said, they're doing the same thing, but it's really toxic when a man does it, because it's a man taking his proper position. That's when it's toxic. But it's funny, man. It's funny, man. But like I said, if this is toxic, then we need to be as toxic as possible, because ain't no way, in the famous words of Drake, even though he's not rapping what he lives, I never go 50-50 with no hoe. Ever. That'll be the day, nigga. Or some bitch legally tied to my kingdom. Bitch, you better, man, get the fuck out of here. Shout out to Zaki, man. He said, be honest with me, these hoes sliding in your DMs. Nah, they ain't sliding in my DMs, man. Shout out to who else is in the building? Shout out to Logic Sphere, Ty City in the building. What up? Shout out to Everyday Valet. What up? He said, bro, you killed that shit. Women always run when you crash them with that logic and reasoning. Exactly, man. And I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't yell. I didn't call them names. We just, just bringing in the data and the facts and a different mindset. But not everybody can handle that, man. So let me put this link in the chat, man. Anybody want to come up? Y'all know what it is. Link in the chat, man. Like I said, pump and dump. I've yet to see the alternative. I've yet to see the viable alternative for men that doesn't resonate with risking your assets, risking your livelihood, taking a chance. Shout out to a couple more y'all. Shout out to Robert Steele. What up? He said pump and dump is the winning strategy for single men. It is. Shout out to Robert Steele. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Harambe. What up? He said get the pump and dump t-shirts ready. They already ready. Link in the description. Y'all gotta understand. Pump and dump t-shirts been out, man. The clothing line been out, man. Y'all just ain't been fucking with it. I ain't promote the shit. Or maybe the shit weak. I don't know. Do I gotta redesign it? Y'all take a look at the link in the description. Y'all let me know. Niggas been buying the shit. You know, I just ain't been promoting it. I got the pump and dump tank top t-shirt. I'm gonna go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Harambe. What up? Just a couple more, y'all. Shout out to Dark Lord Q. What up? He said, Ramil, your vibration are low and your energy is hurt or some BS like that. Yeah, I know, man. I got a low vibration, man. Oh man, I got low vibration, man. It's funny. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Let me get y'all up here, man. We got some hitters in the building.
You dirty vibrational nigga.
Hold on.
It's funny to me.
Hold on, let me get. All right, what's going on, Edward? We're gonna let you go up first, man. Actually, you know what? Now, Edward, I know you're gonna go long with it. Let me get you at the Platinum and JI, man.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Platinum. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through, bro.
What's up with you, bro? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen. Now, I'm not familiar with that show, but I've seen people break down that panel on their channel. I've never been to that channel.
But you need to go up there, Platinum, one day.
Well, but that particular female, I noticed how controlling she is, and I was noticing the way she's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite because everything you were saying to her, where you have control, where you express yourself to her, you're a masculine man, you're controlling. And shout out to you for being a man. And I don't want to poison the water, man. I ain't trying to hate on the other brothers, man. Y'all sort of left them hanging. You know what I'm saying? Because they did to me. I mean, y'all left the nigga hanging in the sense he was just being a man, and she kept saying all that stuff. But I've heard her, and when she takes control of the platform, which she loves to do, she expresses the same thing you're expressing. I'm just saying the freedom. That's what I'm saying in a sense that she talks about how she likes big dicks. She talks about how she will fuck other dudes. She talks about she controls everything. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? What is she complaining about? But when these men become men, she has a problem with, I'm finna leave the panel. It's like, bitch, what are you saying? And that's like, so you're gonna leave if a dude is in control. But if you in control, niggas supposed to sit back and watch you talk about how you do A, B, C, and D. And that shit fucked up. And them other brothers, man, y'all was wrong. Y'all was wrong to let the brother hang like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't gonna say it because he ain't hit the whole thing. Like they didn't. Excuse me. I mean, they didn't necessarily. I mean, Solo did. You know, it was kind of like my time because I hopped in there. They was talking the whole other panel. So I don't know what they say outside of that. I know what you mean for the current time, but I had to handle that myself anyway because certain things I can only do. But I see what you're saying. They didn't like when they said some straight out BS. But shout out to Solo and Clutch, man. I mean, I think they was just waiting on the right time, man. I wouldn't say that. But go ahead, bro. Anything else, Platinum?
Oh, no. I'm letting the other guys go, man.
Right, cool.
Oh, well, I got a question for Platinum real quick. I'm not about to go long with it because I know I'm jumping the gun.
I'm going to give you a whole turn. I'm going to give you a whole turn.
No, I got you, but I just want to ask him. Platinum, don't she strike you as the type of chick that she talk a lot about good dick, but it seems like she don't know how to find it? You know the difference between women that they kind of know how to either size a man up or they keep in touch with dudes that know how to fuck right. She seems like one of these dreamy-eyed bitches that dreams about the shit, but she ain't got a readily available supply of it. Because she talk about it way too much in such a way that it ain't like... But no, I'm talking about good because you notice she always talking about dudes are bad in bed, and you gotta understand when she says the shit she says, she's talking about her experience.
Look,
she's not talking about the chicks she knows.
She's talking about the dudes that's for long-term relationships, bro. She said it herself. The dudes she's been hooking up with, she kept in contact with them and put them in that category. Dude, trust me, bro. She got that emergency.
But I'm just saying the way because like I just telling you,
just don't get it from
if you actually look at her demeanor. Brandy is more representative. Like she's got way too much angst to not be getting fucked right. But anyway, I'll fall back on that. I just want to know his opinion on that.
Bro, that don't mean, dog. Bitches who get good dick and have attitudes. I'm telling you, bro. That both of them ain't no.
No, that's not. No. That's not an attitude. I understand what you're talking about, and you are correct. But what the shit she does is not an attitude. That is on some mental health type shit.
I got you. Yeah. Let me.
I definitely agree with that.
So
get back. Go ahead, Platinum. Then go to JR.
No, it just sounds like to me, and respect to the chick, for showing up. I don't know the chick, but she knows that when she gets on those panels, she's not gonna really deal with real masculine men. So she and she said, "Well, I'm gonna participate, but niggas like this, I don't even fuck niggas like this." So when her back and forth goes, is she coming in just with a certain point of view? So when a man that she would like to have sex with shows up, it runs her off the panel. Because that's exactly what she doesn't want to deal with when she comes on these panels. Because behind the snes, the niggas who are fucking.
No, I didn't say it.
No, the niggas who fucking the shit out of her behind the scenes, who are not on panels and shit, those are what she considers men. And these talky niggas, these niggas that want to sit around, have another cup of coffee, these niggas who want to talk with their legs folded and shit, that's what she's expecting to deal with when she comes on these panels.
Damn, so this ain't no shot. I'm not like I said, I don't know. I'm not talking about when he says that. I'm definitely not talking. But he's right as far as why she would come on, because that wasn't the only panel. She was. I guess she was making rounds everywhere. But you're right. That's a good point. The type of nigga she's not expecting to deal with that type of nigga in a talkity talk environment. Like I said, this ain't no shade to anybody as far I'm just talking about in general. And YouTube, she's not expecting, because she deals with those niggas in real life. Who she's fucking, who really has that masculine type, vibe. That's the nigga she's fucking in real life. She don't want to expose herself on the. That's a good point, Platinum. I definitely agree. Shout out to Doggy Dog. He said, did that chick also make her boyfriend wait to cut those cheeks? LOL. Because sounds like the pump and dumpers got the better deal. Shout out to Doggy Dog. Hey, I didn't say it, man.
When you guys do panels with her, no disrespect, I'm saying you guys are men, but be talking about fucking, and I'm just saying, because that's what she's talking about.
I did talk about it a couple times.
Yeah. Well, that's the way she always goes. I've seen her because I've looked at the panel, and that she come. I like a guy with a big dick. Like if his dick ain't really big, and and the dudes on there trying to be respectful. I saw the dudes, they were like, sniggling and laughing and shit. Letting her. I was like, no, take the lead. Like, okay, what's up? Because that's why I like a bitch that can take dick.
She lying. I mean, we talk to black women all the time, Platinum. We know they all like big dick. So it ain't like, it's just certain women. It's in the way she talk is like she's got white mother and when she talks about good in bed and bad in bed, she's like one of the. So it ain't no way a chick hoeing like she's like we want to like the way y'all make it.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, my bad. Hey, somebody. Hey, Compton and Anthony. Compton, look. He said, I said before I let you up, show your face, because I don't know you, nigga. I don't give a fuck what master teacher makes you do, nigga. I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here, nigga. If you
because real talk. Yeah, because real talk.
This ain't 1Master.
You already got a couple. Yeah, you already got a couple people in the comment section on Master Teacher stuff. I mean, there's some simple. What Platinum saying is right. You just gotta know who you're aiming at.
If anybody wants to come up, that's cool. But if I don't know you, you gotta show your fucking face if I let you on the panel. If you're not cool with that, then don't come up. I don't know you. Like I said, you niggas get up here showing porno and dicks and shit. No, you're going to show your face before I come up. This ain't nobody else's channel. This ain't Master Teacher's channel. Shout out to Master Teacher. Shout out to him. That I fuck with him the long way.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a different audience.
The fuck you niggas talking about? Anyway, shout out to Cypher Bud. He said fire video. He said got me through my bike trail. Hey man, no problem. That's what we here for. And real quick, I gotta let shout out to Caesar D1. Said salute to Ramiro Platinum Elite. Peace to the panel in chat. Caesar D1 showed love again yesterday. He came out the fray. I just woke up one day, another cash out. I'm like, damn, Caesar. I didn't. It's like, damn. He said, I'm back at it. I'm like, damn, man, Caesar. And shout out to Caesar D1, man. One of the main. That's one of the top people in this section of YouTube always showing love. Gotta give him an extended shout out, man, because he always showing love, man. Shout out to
O'Shea gotta do top donators. He gotta do a Negro Mansker Award for like the top donators. Like
that Caesar D1's gonna be in there, Gosha gonna be in there,
Dollar Washer would be up there, and not necessarily a winner, but like like you know how they have a memorial, not a memorial, but you get what I'm saying, like an all-star list.
Yeah, but I know maybe it's just my channel, but Ruffin will be on there. But I know he just be on. But it's a couple. Shout out to all y'all out there. But shout out to everybody, man. Everybody. Anyway, go ahead, Platinum. I gotta get JI. And then Elwood,
But real quick on Caesar D1, what you got to understand when he supports the platforms in the space, this creates the space for you niggas. Instead of you niggas having to sit up there and look at the NBA, look at HBO's, the latest, other side of the, you know what I'm saying? On the other side, these two women, these two men type movies. Instead of you niggas forced to listen to some talk radio, forced to listen to some recorded bullshit, love and hip hop. This space exists because of people like Caesar D1, who provides the financial support of the space. And he comes over, he supports everybody. So shout out to the brother, man. You got to respect that. You got to respect that.
Definitely respect him, man. And real quick, shout out also to Atticus Now. He says, just off GP, Ramil, salute. Shout out to you, Atticus, another one, another supporter. But I got to get to J.I., and then I got to Edward, even though Edward didn't even get to his turn yet, but he still found a way to motherfucking got in the conversation. But go ahead, J.I. Go ahead, J.I.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Hey, man, the chicks like Janae, they mess it up for the rest of them because Janae gets a lot of leeway because she's attractive. So when she says all that dumb, goofy shit, a lot of men will just overlook it because no matter what they talk about, a lot of men in this chat would fuck her happily. They would want to smash her. So she gets to say all that dumb shit.
No. Every nigga in this chat will smash, bro. Let's not say
right.
Most.
That's what I'm
every
saying.
Nigga. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So when she says all that dumb, goofy, whatever, she doesn't get the same pushback that an uglier chick would receive. That's just what it is. A lot of dudes hold their tongue when it comes to women that look like her. They treat women differently because they don't look at it like the principle like a lot of us do, like you do, Ramil, as a woman is a woman is a woman. They're judging women on a hierarchy based off of their appearance instead of dealing with them all like women. And that's where a lot of men go wrong. They start giving passes based off of who they're attracted to, and it just ends up ruining everything. But the only good thing about a chick like Janae is because if she does believe that she's talks a lot of feminist rhetoric, then I think chicks like that would be beneficial to help in a political cause if you can sway them to actually go for things like men having financial abortion and making things really equal. Because she talks that equality shit all the time. She talks that men and women.
That would be a whole other conversation.
And
yeah, the thing is that I would agree with you but I think that would have to be held in more of the. But like I said, man, they don't want equality, so that would have to be its own.
Well, yeah.
Thing. Remember,
yeah, Jay, I don't mean. I'm saying the chicks like Janae who talk that equality shit because Janae talks that we're the same shit, that real equality shit. Yeah. So I would say, okay, give it to her. Okay, let's really make this thing equal. Let's give men a blah, 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 and they would follow that string under the banner of we're really equal. Because I think Janae really believes that.
They wouldn't, but they wouldn't follow it though. I'm telling you.
That's what I say. I'm not trying to.
Go ahead, Albert. Go ahead.
I definitely no. It ain't that I'm waiting to talk. I definitely want to finish this point. I just want to say straight up, in the same conversation. I know it's hard to listen to the whole thing, so I'm sure you didn't hear it. Janae said that Mackenzie Bezos deserves half of Jeff Bezos' money, and she worked just as hard to get it as Jeff. This is the dumb chick so I get what you're trying to say in theory, even though I don't agree with that, because you will never find a woman that agrees with financial abortion.
That's what I'm saying.
Ever.
The equality.
I don't know where you all are getting that from.
They gonna
but go ahead.
J.I., what you saying is based on logic. It would be logical to do that. So if you want to get that financial abortion, you have to be doing it through your own channel without their help. Because I don't care how feminist they are, most of them going to say no to that. They're not going to
even women that are not feminists, and they're never that stupid. And by the way, there's other feminists like Sherry Sandberg, stuff like that will correct that. Like if they ever did try to do that. But another thing too is all you have to do is look at how women view prenups. Women are always scoffing at prenups, regardless if they're feminists or not feminists. But you notice, and again, she said it in the same video. She scoffed at a prenup, but then she agreed with what Oprah was doing. So women always agree with women getting prenups, and the family, which includes dudes, will actually tell a woman if they got more money to get a prenup, aka Fantasia, even though her dude volunteered for it as a trust thing because he got his own money, maybe not her money, but his own money, and then but in the flip side, you always see the family scoff at that. This is why you don't see situations like Dre.
So that's what I'm saying. Rook, they don't believe in equality. That's BS. That's why I had to point that out. Rook, let me read these super chats, cash chats, and we're gonna rotate. Shout out to Indigenous, what's up, man? He said Shalom Brothers and OG Platter. Shout out to you, Indigenous TV, always showing love, always coming through. Shout out to you, brother. Grind to Dust, what up? He said just sliding through the demo to show love. Man, love it when Edward be on the panel, bro, be going hard. Yeah, y'all always be talking about y'all hate Edward. He be talking long, but y'all niggas be listening to him. And on top of that, the nigga got like 4,000 subscribers. So I just don't be understanding that. But anyway,
I'm still working on that.
Let me I'm saying you still be booming. Let me rotate. Let me shout out to Cash App once again. Shout out to Little Big Name. Shout out to James Sandman for the Cash App. He said for asking enough questions, you get the truth or lie. Shout out to you, appreciate you. Shout out to ENU in the building. ENU with the Cash App. So for that PMD. Shout out to you, brother. I see you. And then shout out to Walter Johnson, man. What's up, man? He said PMD creates more effed up women. No, they are doing the PMDing. So shout out to Walter Johnson with the disagreeing Cash App, but that's the crazy part. They're the ones doing the pump and dump. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, the WAP was made for women. It wasn't made for men. I mean, I didn't even get to say my point because I was just
not correct. Say your point, and we're gonna rotate around. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's my biggest point to that whole interact. Anybody got something to say?
No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. No, I was okay with that interaction. Is at the end of the day, you was just trying to get to the point. And if you actually notice, Brandy was more open, at least to admit. Brandy will admit the game. You just got to push her to do it. Because even when she tried to deny it, like Janae, she started to double back and say, "Well, yeah, some women do," and she's shown a pattern of this. Janae just outright lies. And then she will outright. She has this world where women are. She has a very binary view of the world. Like there is no nuance there. But then she'll turn around. Like once you got off the panel, this is what you don't realize. Once you got off the panel, she started actually explaining away. Like, oh well, is it wrong for women to like sex and do all this and do all that? Nobody's saying it's wrong. But the issue is the fucking deception.
Yeah,
a woman, a man will respect. You know why Cardi B is as popular as she is, and dudes don't really have a real issue with Cardi B because Cardi B is open about who the fuck she is. And if you're not deceptive about who the fuck you are, even if you're doing some hoe shit, dudes tend to, let that ride because at the end of the day, they're like, okay, at least you ain't being no deception about it. And so Janae is actually the antithesis of that. She's like one of these church girls who'll say, oh, I'm in the church, I'm all this on, when she the biggest hoe out here. That's what dudes have a problem with. All right, I'll leave it at that.
That's a great point. Hold on, Platt. What was you about to say, Platt? That was a good ass point.
I wouldn't just go out and call her a hoe. I know what you're saying. I know your point, but what she got certainly
hoeing.
Okay, she got whole ways about her, and on the panel, if the guys would be like Ramil, or they don't have to be like him, but if they would be masculine men, that would control a lot of her disrespect in the way she gets out of the pocket on them panels because she tries to pretend she's not a woman. You guys let her become a man on the panel.
She's indoctrinated though, man. She's indoctrinated to believe that she's equal to a man. Once that feminist programming gets rooted into their brain, bro, it's like you trying to deprogram, a 1985 Mac with some new software. It ain't happening.
If you talk to her like a man, you'll push that back. And then if she keeps jumping off panels, she's gonna reveal herself for what she really is. Because the guys there would be like, "Well, why are you leaving? That's just opinion. He's a man. What does he say that was wrong? That's where he approaches women.
Exactly what they said when you're 100% right.
Yeah. What is he approaches women for sex? He looks at women that's an opportunity for him to enjoy some sex. She doesn't want you to do that. Now she wants to look at you as just an opportunity for sex. She wants to look at you as well. This just some dude I can fuck and I can do whatever I want to, and I still got my sexual freedom. But she don't want. They don't want. I'm saying society. Exactly. They don't want men to express that. They want
exactly, and they're fucking. They are fucking. What kills me about that is they are fucking men like Ramil. And the thing that kills me about this is they always before they were talking about bad boys. And I'm like, do you think bad boys have respect for women? Bad boys they may not verbally say it, but they definitely occupy the same mindset as Ramil does. They're not bad. You ain't never met no bad boy that's talking about, oh, well, I'm a bad boy feminist, or I'm a progenitor of women's rights. Sure, they say, okay, these bitches can vote, but you ain't gonna never hear no bad boy say that men and women are equal. I've never met one.
Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Nick Peg. Go ahead. And then go through after that. Go through after Nick Peg.
What's going on? What's up, Platinum? Yo, check this out. Sometimes I think, man, these bad girls, quote unquote, they come up with a reason to leave you. See, this is what I'm saying. Like you guys be thinking, oh, I did something wrong or something like that. No, she came up with that on purpose, so she has an exit.
Yeah,
So now she
they're
can
doing the
go
pumping and
get to
dumping.
the
Yeah,
exactly. Now she has a way. Oh, okay. Even if you get rid of her, she's like, okay, good. So now I can just go to the other D. You know what I'm saying? So, and look, you could test this too. Okay, you dealing with a girl, right? Call her back. Even if she did something wrong, call her back and be like, look, I want you to come back and see what she says. Why? She'll probably be like, no, because she's already with the other guy. You see what I'm saying?
exactly. They move quick.
She already got her plan off. And you guys thinking, oh, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I left her or she left me. No, she's already
She already
doing
on
what
another
she
thing.
has
As
to
soon
do.
as she leaves your crib, I'm
You see
telling you,
what I'm saying?
I know for a fact. As soon as you
And
leave
then
the crib
guys go
after
find a red
argument,
pill, and then they go find a red pill. Oh, what did I do wrong? No, she wanted to pump and dump you, bro. She wanted to leave.
Hey, I still remember that story you told the other day, Ramiro, about the bitch that left your crib, dog, and hopped in the Uber.
Right,
exactly. Dog, I mean, that right there just explains it all, man. Like,
because look,
I think
if you
we
get
all,
rid of her, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You can finish your point.
I was gonna say, look, if you get rid of her, right? She do something right. Oh, okay, I want to see other women. She's like, oh, okay, yep, that's my key to get out of here. Now I can just leave them. That's my reason to leave. Because everything's going right. She's like, oh damn, I want a new dick, but there's no out. Because then if she just leaves you when everything's going well, it'll expose her plan. She's like, oh shit, well, see, I got bored. But no, they need
Hey, by the way, that's why BGS said that women don't like nice guys for that very reason, because nice guys don't give them an out.
Exactly. They need a reason to leave.
So what? So why? So if that's the case, I mean, we all know this, including BGS. I just don't understand why in this sector the pump and dump is getting. I just don't understand why the backlash for the pump and dump, because we all know this.
Because it's anti-marriage. It's anti-marriage. That's what it is. It's anti-marriage.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. True. It's on. Go ahead, bro. True. It's on you, bro. Go ahead.
And see, the thing is, man, I think we all speaking to the duplicitous nature of women. You know what I mean? Like all this comes down to basically a woman wanted to sell themselves as a 1950s good girl, while in the back end, having WAP tendencies. You know what I mean? Like that's this whole perception thing. Like when she
that's
said
my problem, man. But go ahead, my bad.
When she explained, right? She pretty much explained. She went through this whole damn book, this encyclopedia story of how she was dealing with two dudes, and then she had a boyfriend in between, and all this other shit, right? And that's ain't nothing but pump and dump.
Right.
The thing is, we come out and just say it for what it is. And one thing I noticed in that whole interview, every time that you would basically make a valid point, she would then put that shit in her female brain and spit out some nonsense and basically try to put on a definition that you are representing. That was
Can I add this one thing too?
But she's not sophisticated about what she does. That's why it comes so effed up.
Let bro finish real quick.
Yeah, so just going back to the duplicitous nature and where Edward was talking about. Not soon after you got off the panel, she started talking about sexual liberation of women and female and how we should be proud about
she can't say it she said it while I was on the panel, and she said it while she would have been admitting me being right, but her ego couldn't just say. What's
wrong with that? Oh my God! So you don't expect?
Let them have it.
I'm saying that's what you want to do. Hold on, real quick. I'm saying
that's the exact same thing you were saying, bro. Let these women do what the fuck they want to do. It's sexual
the issue is what she wants is she wants to maintain her high pussy stock. Well, by throwing that thing to everybody and she don't want to be looked at like that's why I'm not trying to call her a hoe, but we know if you for the streets, then dudes are gonna treat you a different way if dudes really believe you not from the streets. So women are in women are in perpetual deception because they want. I mean, BGS breaks this down, and again too, another reason why BGS says that women don't like nice guys, the same reason they ain't like what you were saying, Ramil, is because you make them feel like a dirty bitch in a bad way. Because you make them guilty about what they know they do because they haven't accepted. When I say they, I really mean Janae, because Brandy knows what the fuck she does and she's cool with it. The only thing she really trips about is the color.
She was smart.
It's the colorism shit that really trips her out. Other than that, she know when she lying. But she don't do it in like Janae really believes her bullshit.
Edward,
that's
Edward, how about this?
That's why I want Ramil to ask that question, man. That is a question that you was about to ask old girl. and it got cut off when she was basically saying that men and women are the same, and you was about to ask her, basically if you dealing with a man, if you had a man that had a whole bunch of females,
they wouldn't let me get that off.
Hey man, if you got that off, dog, that would have been dead silent.
No, she said, yeah, real quick, little bit Nate. Let me get super chat or something. We're gonna go to big Nate.
You
shout out to all y'all
what's
again, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button again. Shout out to Indigenous TV. He said Brandy is bad, not gonna lie, but Janae is a highly finished mulatto feminist drone. She probably don't mess with black dudes like that. Yes, I'm pretty sure she does. Shout out to Dog Eat Dog. She said Platinum, you willing to risk your livelihood on her hope that you can convert her? Okay, I don't know if another Platinum be having a lot of
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
But shout out to J.I. He had to get up out of here. All right, real quick. Let me get to Leroy first. He was here first. Then we'll go to Little Big Nate because I know Little Big Nate gonna go. So Leroy, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I don't see nothing wrong with the pump and dump, man. This is the best thing that a single man can do. And just watching that scream just pretty much just exposed the women for what they really are. And that's fine. If they want to thought around, that's cool, but I mean, just be honest about it. But they're not going to be honest about it. You really can't expect women to be honest about really anything because their whole existence is just a lie. And that's fine. Just use them for what they're good for and just let them be. I could care less what a woman does with her pussy and who dick she suck. It doesn't really matter to me. And a lot of times, women don't require that much from a guy that they sexually attracted to. Like, she's not gonna require for him to take her out on dates and spend a lot of non-sexual attention with her. You can meet a chick at the gas station Friday afternoon and fuck her Friday evening or Friday night. They really attracted to you. It's just if you have a certain type of vibe about yourself, you just masculine and you got a good sense of humor. You charismatic. You just fly all the way around. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna really give you all that pushback and all that mouth. Well, she may give you some, but not as much as she give it to some lame ass dude. But that's just temporarily though. They all go left. After a certain amount of time. That's why you don't spend so much time with them. You know what I mean? That way, the novelty don't wear off. The longer you stay around with them, that novelty starts to wear off. That's why if I'm fooling around with, a chick in my rotation, I ain't trying to fuck her that many times a week, man. It's gonna wear off. And plus, I gotta fuck other bitches too. I just can't be, But it's only so much time in the day. I don't devote. It's 24 hours in the day. I give you an hour.
The fact is, Brandy doesn't practice what she preaches, man, and that's what throws a lot of these niggas off. The woman, yeah, she wants to fuck. That's what she wants, and that's what she's about. And when you guys get on these panels with her, I'm not saying, talk straight sexual, but be a man, and don't allow her complaints. And this shit was funny, way she was complaining. So you want to fuck other women? Like, that's what men do. What the fuck are you talking about?
Platinum, I got a question for you.
Well, let me. I do gotta get to but I do have a little big Nate. But what I'm saying, man, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for women to. Here's the thing. I'm not looking for women to be honest about it. And right. I'm not looking for them to, and they can do whatever they want. My thing is that I'm talking to the men. This is why you pumping them. I'm not looking for women for honestly any of that. Of course, they're gonna lie and all that other stuff. But on that panel, I had to show that because that is the reality of what's going on. That's what y'all dealing with, trying to make a relationship with these females. They're not living the reality. Let me get the little big Nate.
Quick point before you pass it. It's gonna be really quick. Yeah, man. And they were talking about how men and women are equal, which is clearly a lie because a lock that's been opened by a lot of keys is a shitty lock, but a key that can open a lot of locks is a good key. So I never lose with that one.
No, fast. But yeah, let me get to little big Nate. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you coming through, man. What up?
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it, Ramil. Salute to the gentleman on the panel. Y'all got to learn to use the words of these mentally ill, delusional, hypocritical, contradictory black women against them. Let me give you an example. That light-skinned girl with the glasses is the same girl that Solo TV put up a community tab about, where in his comment section on one of his videos, that same girl was talking to a brother by the name of Cordell. She was complaining about not wanting to watch a 5-hour bash session. And the brother Cordell, this is not in the chat, this is in the comment section after the fact. The brother said, well, why don't you just unplug from the computer? You don't have to watch it. That disgusting woman said, you should shut the fuck up and suck my dick. That was her words. Again, Solo TV put that up as a community tab notification. You can go see it for yourself. Now, if this same foolish woman wants to parade around wearing a feminist t-shirt, then I have some questions for her. Well, first of all, what the hell are you talking about respecting women when you talk to men that way? Number one. Number two, if you're a feminist, what are you talking about waiting to have sex for? Third and fourth wave feminism informs women, you get out there, you act just like a man. There's no shame in your promiscuity. There's no shame in your lack of virtue. You fuck and suck every man that you want to. That's what you should ask her. I'm not telling you brothers what to do. I'm telling you what I would do if I was up there with that silly tart of a woman. Number one, you wear a feminist t-shirt. Don't you dare talk about respect of women, because you have demonstrated you have no respect for men. Number one. Number two, don't talk about waiting for relationships and respecting relationships with women. Modern day feminism tells you to get out there and spread your legs and fuck as many men as you want to, whenever you want to. Pay no attention to virtue whatsoever. So, you gotta address women's fucking
That's
a collection plate.
Which is pretty much kind of what Platinum was saying, kind of a lot of the same thing, but in another angle. And those are both really good points, because I mean, you could literally. Marcus A. Brown, shout out to Marcus A. Brown. He's got a documentary of one of a YouTuber. I'm not gonna say which one. Y'all know of the documentary if you've seen it, where he puts together a lot of different stuff. And the reality of the situation is Janae's got that material in only a couple of videos with a lot of her hypocrisy and stuff like that. So I got a link to you that video because it's of a certain YouTuber, and it's funny, but because people really need to see the insanity. Another thing too is I don't even hold on one second. But anyway, that's what I gotta say for right now.
No.
Can I ask my question quick?
Brandy wants to go out, fuck the guy she want to fuck, leave them because they don't quote unquote have good dick. No criticism. Break the guy. Fuck the guy up. Leave him because he's not the one. Hey, can you help me move? Hey, can you help me get my car fixed? Hey, this guy left me. He fucked me over. And she wants the guy, the men to sit there, fold their legs, right? Listen, shut the fuck up. Don't ever interrupt. Listen. Oh, you're right. The man becomes a feminist, and then I'll have another cup of coffee. Never get any pussy. Never even act like a man. Never even talk about fucking. But when she becomes the man.
Platinum.
Yes,
Would
sir.
you say that Janae was a high value woman?
When you talking about from the standpoint of her appearance,
Just a high value woman.
Well, I don't know enough about her. I would say, okay, I would say, I give her a 7. I give her a 7.
Who on the panel thinks that Janae is a high value woman?
Absolutely not.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking that is because I think we all know what high value man is. You've heard Kevin Samuels defining different things. Other people have their definitions of high value man, but what is a high value woman?
I can define that.
Okay, go ahead.
A high value woman is a woman who recognizes, number one, the need for her to pre-qualify herself for a quality man. Your box does not entitle it to you. Number two, a woman who makes a commitment to maintaining the appropriate weight, maintaining her beauty, a woman who is cooperative, convivial, and submissive. I don't give a fuck about how much.
Thank you. Somebody finally define this for me. I've asked
That is a
young
value
femininity.
Okay, well,
Okay, all
A
right.
young
Little
and
bit,
shaped
okay.
femininity.
Let me tell you why.
Well, one thing to add.
Hold on. The reason why I asked is because now, moving forward, all these women on these panels who are talking about they deserve this type of guy, do they match what Little Big Nate just said? And if not, I don't want to hear anything.
Well, that's what Kevin. Well, that's what Kevin does. I mean, Kevin breaks that down, and then you see who calls in with that. And even the ones that pass the weight test, they don't pass the personality test. I mean, the main problem with stuff today is women have
This is
been.
my last one. Hold on. This is my last question too. On top of that one, thank you, Little Big Nate. Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
is there any
Anytime, Nick.
monetary? Is there any monetary value that would disqualify a woman from being high value? For example, if she's completely broke, doesn't have anything for herself, and she's a 10 in looks, is she still high value? Or
Well,
how about the girl who?
look, but see,
You see
bro,
what I'm saying?
your scale you're setting up really to me. See, I'm different. It doesn't. That
But
don't
wait,
apply to me. No.
I can answer that for you, Nick.
No, I get what he's saying. He's saying money doesn't matter.
Well,
Does money matter?
It's not. Look. If you want a trick, that's a whole different ballgame. I'm just saying.
That's not what he was talking about. He was saying that money doesn't matter for the woman.
Okay,
a woman's income doesn't matter. But go ahead.
Listen. What I'm trying to say. If you are just fucking them, there's a certain amount of appeal from just the appearance because you don't really give a fuck about the rest.
Okay.
No.
Hold up. Take it. Fuck on them. Hold up. You fuck on them.
Right? And you want to commit. Let's just assume you want to commit, right?
Well, that's different. See, now you guys talking about marriage type bitches and shit like
what
this.
What I'm saying though, we seem to easily define a high value man regardless of what he wants to do, pump and dump or commit. But how is it that a woman is always high value? That's my question.
Nick.
Well, nobody says that. Who says that other than dumb bitches? Even all women don't believe that. They may tell men that, but internally they hierarchy. I mean, hell, even amongst colorism, they think they got different value. Go ahead.
Nick, I can answer that. I can answer that, Nick.
So the monetary question.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to answer it, bro. A woman does not have to be wealthy. A broke woman is a sign of a woman that does not know how to handle finances. So that's a problem. A woman should be self-sufficient. She should be able to pay her own bills, not have to be fucking dudes to pay this bill and that bill.
Right.
As long she does not have to be wealthy. She does not have to have $30,000 in liquid cash in the bank. She has to be self-sufficient.
So Little Big Nate. So if she's a 9.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her body is banging, right? She's your ideal chick, long hair, does her nails and everything, right? And she doesn't have a job. Is she high value or not?
She's not high value because how is she surviving without her job?
Okay.
A lack of virtue.
The problem with these men in the manosphere is they don't think that. They're like, okay, she could be broke as long as she looks good. She's high value. And nobody wants to define what a high value woman is. But thank you, Little Big Nate, for your definition.
Absolutely, there has to be an element of virtue to a woman for her to have any value. High value.
Okay, well, wait. So if she's a virgin, right? Let's say she has two bodies, right? How many bodies would it take for a woman to be not high value anymore?
Now that's absolutely up to the individual man. No, we cannot have some broad answer to that.
Okay.
Every man has to have
a
number that's unacceptable.
That makes sense. But you'll never know the number though, right? Little Big Nate, right?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I can get to the number. Hold
on. How do you get to the number of a woman telling the exact daughter she has?
Well, let me tell you something. I've said this on another panel before. I've talked to black women when they want to get real serious in a conversation, and inside of 3 minutes, with not one insult, not one bit of disrespect, tears are welling up in her eyes, just based off the questions I'm asking. Because
but that don't mean that they're being honest about how many dicks they have.
Bitches cry on command all the time, man.
But they're not talking to me, bro. I'm different.
Yeah, but see, my thing is this though. I don't really, I fuck on them. So I'm saying, now hold up. This is where we probably as men, we can agree on a lot, but some things we disagree on. I fuck on them. I'm not concerned about their plight. I could give a fuck.
Wait a minute.
If the bitch, she ain't got a job right now. She going through something with her ex. She's not where she needs to be in life. We can just find out about that over dates and shit. But I'm a fucker. Now I'm gonna get my rocks. I'm gonna bust. Okay, I'm gonna place her right back on the shelf where I found her, and I'm gonna proceed to go home.
I mean, we're kind of talking about different things at this point, though. So, I mean, I'm just trying to get into alignment of what we're actually talking about because I'm hearing like completely different conversations. I will say this. You know, they never got around to what the fuck was a high value woman, which is what Lil Baby and what's the call was trying to go into. Never got around that because that chick kept sucking.
You know why
up all
nobody's
the
gonna never get around it? Because it doesn't exist.
No. Well, even breaking down that conversation. Another thing too is platinum. I want to say this real quick. Platinum. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just want to say. I remember this. Go ahead. What is value? And that's why I don't really get into this high value. Look, value means that you're providing value to others. Okay. I mean, and then we say high value, that means you provide a lot of value to others. Okay. So women in today's age, to me, I don't care what economic status they are, they're not providing a lot of value to others. That's just how I look at it. So I don't think
what I will also say, and this is throwing this out there to platinum too. I don't know if you saw the video on Master Teacher. Pay attention to the one with Jessica X is on there. Because when you got another, it was interesting how she aimed a lot of that bullshit at her because and Jessica X was just spitting straight logic. So you see a lot of her insecurities come out.
But Ramil, you see where I'm getting at? Ramil,
I see that, Nick. It hasn't been examined. It hasn't been.
Yes. Okay. So what gives these women the right to demand high value men if they're not even?
I'll tell you, Nick Penn. I'll tell you what gives them the right. They have a vagina.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for some truth.
Yeah. They have a vagina now. The problem. I would like to address platinum.
You're absolutely right.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
We're pushing the conversation forward.
Platinum, I'll do that in a minute if I have the time, but no one, you have to understand, and I'm going to bring this back to the political realm, I always do. You have to understand these women have been conditioned by leftists, Democrats, progressives, and feminists for 60 years. Their mothers were taught by them. They taught their daughters the same polluted, poisonous doctrine that has Black women so absolutely incompatible with decent, family-oriented, competent Black men. That we have to take this into account, number one. Number two, no one has told Black women ever in the last 60 years that they need to be qualified for a good man. Black women, when they're young, they all gravitate to usually the worst dudes. The niggas with the Gucci belt buckle and the tattoos on his face, the more grimier, the better. Then what happens is the tables turn. They get 35, they get 40, they've had abortions, they're overweight, they have children out of wedlock. And now the very men that could change their lives forever don't want them. It's how things flip.
But Nate, they wind up with them. That's who they
wind up with who?
Hold on.
Women, those type women.
Well, up until platinum is right up until recently. Up until recently, the stepdaddy insurance plan has been up until like 2007.
You're right.
So Black men is part of that. Have never told them. Black men is part of that package.
Men are waking up.
Yeah, platinum. You and I.
Within the next 10 years or so, man. Within the next 10 years or so, it's going to be a whole lot of cat bitches, 40-year-old cat bitches around this motherfucker.
I agree.
A lot of dudes and like millennials and down, they're not with that marriage shit, man. They see the game, bro. That's
another level. That's another level too. Go ahead.
I was on. I feel you, Edward. No, the conversation, man. We bouncing off the wall, man, like a tennis ball. Like we need to go in one direction. Now, I'm not talking about. I know Ramil's not. I'm not talking about for fucking marrying no bitch. Okay, I don't care what the bitch got going on.
No, but the reason why
you guys, hold up. You guys come in here and start talking. Now we starting to tilt toward. Now we talking about
can I address that?
Women that are meet a certain criteria for marriage. See, nobody's talking. I'm not talking about that.
Okay, that's not what people are talking about.
That's the context. Wait. That's the context in which we define a high value man, though. So you have to use the same context for defining
No,
high
it
value
don't,
women.
because that don't
Okay.
apply to all men. Look, that's
All
why.
right, all right. Oh, all right, man. Time the fuck out. We on Ramil's channel. Let's keep it the fuck real. The only thing that's high value on this platform, Ramil, you can disagree with, is what's in the fuck demand. So high value men, fuck the money, fuck anything, are defined by how many big. And I normally don't say this, you know this, but if you got a whole bunch of 8s, 9s, 10s, upgradable 7s, bitches that know how to fuck, that want to fuck you, that's what high demand is. Even if you a broke ass nigga living with your fucking mom, if bitches are fucking you, you are a high in demand dude. Same thing with women. And now the problem with women, the difference between men and women is that women, feminine, this is where I agree with a little bit Nate. Feminism has taught women that sexual access is what gives them power. Women don't have to work for sexual access. They have to work for relationships. So that's when they start to run into that buzzsaw, aka when they call Kevin. Because now they're trying to aim for a relationship, and you
So
come to find
Edward,
all
you
you've been
can
doing.
see.
Oh, you hold on. Whoever said
Okay.
the open lock broken key thing, I have known that statement too. That's absolutely right. So now they run into. You see how incelish that they are when it comes to pursuing a relationship. And then, but women are trying to act like men by saying, "Ooh, I got a lot of dudes that want to fuck me." Bitch, you can be a fat, ugly bitch and have a lot of dudes wanting to fuck you. It depends on what's the
Exactly.
quality of dudes. Men is not like that. So this is what Ramil was saying on the panel. It's different, and see, they were saying that. So I get what Platinum, what you're trying to say, but the thing is, that's what high value really is, because that's what people are acting on it. I
So
understand why
Edward,
Kevin
now you
says what
understand
Kevin
why I
says.
asked that, right? Now you
Can I
understand why I
address?
asked it the
Yes,
way I
I
asked it.
understood that from the jump, but that's what matters. And what happens is when these women, so it's really not about high value, it's really about the strength of your sexual marketplace value. That's really what we're talking about. And that's different than what Kevin talks about. That's different.
Can I
Oh,
address?
okay.
Can I
All
address
right.
Platinum real quick?
Thanks, Edward.
I just want to address Platinum real quick. If I could do it just uninterrupted for a couple of minutes. Now, I said on another platform that I said to these black women, I said, Ramel's bringing up the rear. All right. Ramel is not going to make any overtures to you ladies at all. None. This attempt to try and figure out what the problem is and maybe pick off a black woman here, to try and put together some semblance of a black community, that shit is over. I said, dudes like Ramil coming up behind guys like me that are 46, you can forget that shit. It's not going to happen. And they're going to be taking their cues from guys like him. So whatever ladies amongst you that want to get it together and understand your place is to be up under an intelligent, competent, productive black man, you better hurry up and get there. Because this gentleman and his doctrine, they're not trying to do any of that shit. And I have no faults or issues with it. Now, in regards to Platinum, you talk about fucking on him, and that's fine. That's what you should do. But you look at this from your own individual ideal. The more men that adopt your thinking, the quicker we're going to speed up the demise of our civilization. Men are not up here caping for marriage. You cannot have a functional civilization without 2-parent homes and children. You can't, because the majority of your citizenry are going to be trash if they're raised by these single mothers. I know fucking on them is good for you as an individual.
Well, everybody, wait a minute. When you fuck them, you fucking on them. If you fucking see, you can't.
No,
You
can't compare.
That's why I asked it the way I asked it, though.
Wait a minute.
Why I asked it the way I asked it.
No. Yes, it is, because if you ain't fucking, it's easy to sit back and talk about.
It's not the same thing. We're not doing the same thing, Platinum. I'm telling you, we're not.
We are. No, we are. It's just that. Wait a minute. It's just. Yes, we are. Because when you look at a Cardi B, right? The bitch she married, right?
I wouldn't touch Cardi B.
I know you. That's my point. When you look at a woman like Cardi B, she came up through the strip club, whatever. She married the rapper. Both of them fucking married. They fucking money. I just look at that WAP shit. That shit just sold 93 million streams like in one day. It's topped went box office charts. That's our society.
Okay.
I don't listen to Negroes who can't get bitches. Okay, I know you guys gonna try to create this bubble that the women need. Hey, she needs to look like this. She got to have a career. She needs to have her money together. And that's why you niggas, it's folding your fucking legs, having another cup of coffee.
Nigga, I don't know. You ain't talking to me, Jack. I promise you, you have a tribe in my life.
My thing is, because that's what I'm hearing. Like, it sounds like Platinum. It's like people are you making it seem like people are personally attacking you or something. It's like I'm trying to understand.
Wait, Platinum. Hold on, Platinum. Hold on, Platinum. You're not the default.
No. What I'm saying, there you go. Hold on. I'm saying, look, feminism. I agree. Nate probably don't even. I agree with Nate. Probably 80% of what he says. 80%. I'm not into the politics because Republican, conservative. I think both of them fucking niggas over left and right. That's my opinion. I don't give a fuck about neither one of them.
Understood.
Okay. I can give a fuck. Okay, the mailboxes.
So what about the 20%?
Wait a minute. The mailboxes that he taking up, I'm probably not even gonna vote this time. I don't give a fuck. So, but as far as the females, the women are men. They act like men. The men who can dominate them and control them, push them back into being the essence of a female. A lot of men.
My thing, Platinum. I'm not.
Nobody's disagreeing with that though.
But Platinum, I'm not wrestling no broad to act right. You either act right from the jump or you get the fuck out of here. I'm not wrestling with no broad to be feminine
and let's one thing oh my god.
When a female
one thing that Nate is true, let's stop acting like every dude. Let's stop acting like every dude is fucking these bitches are like going into some WWF wrestling match with these bitches. That's not what's going on. I mean, niggas with game. No, ain't nobody built. Niggas with game ain't doing all that. Let's keep it real. And number two is this is another thing the game niggas act like don't exist. And I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general, pre-qualification matters. Women act like men, right? Men are visual. Women are technically not supposed to be that visual, but they are now. So the reality is women are sizing you up even before you even say shit. So this idea that every nigga is like proving their manhood by jumping through hoops, that's not true. The reality is these women already, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be that way. I'm just telling you what it is. A lot of these dudes are not most of these dudes that are getting women, they're not working that hard to necessarily get them. It is what it is. I'm just saying. And this is why a lot of think about it. Think of what Janae said. Janae kept on saying, oh, well, these guys are bad in bed. Well, it sounds like that she's really referencing is a lot of dudes that she didn't try it out that ain't worked out. That's why I said in the very beginning, y'all trying to act like she's getting fucked. Okay, she's getting fucked. Is she getting fucked well? Is my question. Because ain't no bitch I know act like that is getting dick down.
But she's fucking a lot of guys, and she's not being criticized.
Okay, that can be true. Doesn't mean she's getting fucked. What she's doing, she's trying out a lot of things to find that one. And that's what I was saying.
She's not high value.
One thing you got to realize, man, it's like the feminism. It shit's been so ingrained into black women to this point, dog. You can dick them down for days, dog. The whole gonna act sideways anyway, bro.
But you gotta understand too. Women don't value having a lot of sex. They value having a lot of good sex. Men don't have necessarily that same. Men value sexual access. Obviously, they want good sexual access. But if men are getting pussy, you don't hear dudes really talk about the quality of pussy they're getting outside of what a bitch looks like. Versus, I've only really heard Ramil say that with light skin bitches can't fuck. But women don't care about getting a lot of. They care about getting good dick, and that's my point. And the way she acts. And another thing too is that attitude y'all talk about. Yes, I agree. I'm not saying a woman's gonna be a perfectly happy chick, but the reality is there's degrees to attitude. The stuff that she's expressing is not just a typical black chick that you say something, she roasts you. That's a chick that actually has, they call it neurosis. She has neurotic energy that she is unable to release because she's not being dicked down. And I'm very surprised a lot of y'all ain't even acknowledging what the fuck I'm talking about.
She even said it though, right? She even said it.
Yeah, but I understand. Look. Here's the thing.
I bet you Brandy's
the dick. She look. I'm telling you, man. Once again, I see what you're saying, but Bro Truth's right. You can dick these hoes down. Look, I'm telling you, she has no problem finding the dick she wants. I promise you. She has no problem finding all the good dick, whatever she wants. I'm telling you.
Nigga, okay, Ramil, then explain to me why she always like out of everybody that is talking on that panel, she is like the most emotionally unstable.
What she's talking about is the guys who are suitable for long-term relationships don't have good dick. All right, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about, but the guys that she wants to fuck, I'm telling you, she has no problem. And these hoes have no look. They don't care how much you dick them down. They are in a certain mode. Like when you dick them down, they're gonna be good and submissive for that little temporary time period.
So hold on, I got a question for you. So you saying that every woman has access? Every woman is like, let's say a 7 and up has access to niggas that just know how to fuck them till they come with their eyes out and shit like that.
Even if they
every last one.
Well, they won't know until they
No.
let
Check this out. Even if they are fucking, even if 10 of them are fucking the same dude, they will find that one dude. He will be fucking 10 bitches straight who can deliver that. They will find up to the pretty bitch. I
know. I agree with that. But you make it like look. No. You make. But here's the thing. You make it sound. I get that. I agree with that part. But the part that I'm talking about is you make it like that shit is like Dasani water that you can just go to the store and buy and shit. Women perceive that like gold or platinum. To be honest with you, that is not. That's a valuable commodity to them. That's not something they can readily get. Not like that. Not all of them.
I got a question, gentlemen. I got a question. All right, now I was in an airport earlier last year, right? And you know the airport seats are very close to each other, especially the ones behind them. I was on my way to Miami for business. I heard a couple of white guys behind me talking, and they were talking about a trip they were going to be taking this year to Italy. And they were talking about how awesome Italian women are. We've all heard stories about men traveling to Italy for Italian women, men traveling to Brazil for Brazilian women, men traveling to Thailand for Taiwanese women, men traveling all over the world for certain types of women. When have you heard anybody traveling to America for ADOS women? Oh, I can't.
They try. If they do say that, if they do say that, they're going to say that for ease of access.
You gotta let me finish.
Start the channel, my nigga. Drop the mic on that, bro.
Okay, appreciate
Start the fucking channel, man.
You gotta let me finish. Gotta let me finish first, please. Again, being able to brag about fucking on a group of women and look, there are plenty of black women that are desirable. The main problem with black quote unquote good women is that they're quiet and they end up lumped in with the sisterhood because of their fear of reprisals by the sisterhood. There are good black women. I'm not saying there aren't.
So this is why girls like Danica Marie, you can't put them down.
No,
hold on. There's not many girls who are out here.
Some of you niggas need to check in the nearest mental hospital. Hold up. Have you ever heard of women flying to America for black dudes? Yes or no?
No. I'll answer that question.
But that wasn't his point. That wasn't his point.
But the thing is, though, niggas are desired all around the world.
Don't fly out for men, Platinum. The premise of your question is wrong.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Women go around the world flying out for men.
Okay.
Tell me, Platinum.
Wait,
some women do, like these old white women, and but that's not what he was trying to say. Oh my God,
the masses of women don't do that, Platinum.
I said yes or no was the response.
The premise of your question is flawed.
Okay,
it's flawed, Platinum.
Have you ever heard of women flying to America?
Women, the vast majority of women.
I didn't say vast majority. I said women flying to America for black men. Yes.
I'm not going to answer.
We're comparing women. We're not comparing sex. We're comparing women, though. The business of the whole situation is flawed.
No. One second. I don't look. I fuck black women. Okay, that's actually my.
So do I. Oh my God.
That has nothing to do with it.
I love nothing at all.
Nothing to do with it.
Hold on. Y'all have to let Platinum finish. Let Platinum finish this point real quick.
It has everything to do with it because some niggas can't get them. Now, hold on. Let me make my point.
I love attractive black women. I love them.
Hold up. I can sit right here right now. You guys don't know me. I can lie. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna lie. My homie though, my nigga, straight up out of the hood, right there on the block. Actually, he got kicked out of the service, right? He had gotten an accident over in Germany and shit like that. Had a big ass, like his neck almost got cut off, big ass slit on his neck. So he was, he was at home. He was back home.
Wow.
I came through to visit. The nigga had a white German bitch speak the German language right there in the hood. Motherfucker was lined up around the fence like there was some shit from the circus to see this white bitch in a bikini getting the suntan in the hood. There wasn't no pool there, It was a bitch who he was fucking in Germany who wanted that dick that she flew in. You know, when he had got back, you know, because he had got cut and all that and was healing. She wanted that dick. She flew.
I'm happy
there.
for him.
So hold on, time out. So okay, so what are you trying to say, Platinum?
He just proved my point.
I know.
You said, do men come to America for black women, whether we like it or not? No,
dude. Bro, you on a whole other fucking highway, man. You on the same road, man.
Going the wrong way, man.
Real quick, hold on, y'all. Let me catch up. Dollar Watcher said, he said, man, pump and dump, woman pick and choose. Shout out to Dollar Watcher. Shout out to Cool Man. He said, shout out to Little Big Nate. Feminism is cancer. And shout out to another brother from London I seen earlier. Shout out. Okay, here we go. Shout out to you. He says, you look a little bit Caucasian. It's all good. Shout out to you, Unique. He said, as men should be vetting women to determine who we are dealing with. We must look beyond beauty. Her character and personality must line up or supersede her looks. Respect must come before love. Salute from London. Appreciate you, Unique. $20 super chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Yeah, we about that pumping up over here, man. Y'all can do that. Y'all can do that betting all y'all want to.
Explain to me.
I just want hold on. I want to say this real quick. You niggas in the back chat talking about it's gay to show your face. I mean, I don't always show my face, but damn. I mean, I'm gonna say it. Like, well, hold on, y'all are not real. Look. I got mad respect. Shout out light skin niggas. I got mad respect to Master Teacher One. Y'all are making him look bad with this goofy ass shit because we know he ain't got a Manosphere style audience and it's more international. I don't know why you niggas are so afraid to show your face, so we know you ain't gonna do no stupid shit. I don't get that. I mean, you all could come.
If I don't know you and you come in the back, you got it because I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I know.
I mean, this ain't Get Out. Like shit.
That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't even say no. I just kicked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So, but
no, but it's like not the first time. It's like the second. It's like the third person that comes out. Oh, he don't make me do that shit.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you guys. Hold up.
But Ramil, you understand my question earlier though? In the the reason why brothers don't want to commit is because they don't think women are worthy of the commitment, right? So in the context of commitment, what woman is worth committing to? That's the question.
The truth behind that is even a dude that ain't shit nigga, but that fucks bitches. Let's say you dealing with a dude that likes to fuck fat women. If you ask him, okay, what's the ugliest chick you will have sex with? You'll probably be disgusted at what the card he'll pick up. You throw a whole bunch of card, a whole bunch of bitches on the floor. But if you then ask him, who would you have a baby by or who would you marry? So you start to add in commitment. Instantly, that dude is gonna have a different standard because again, men control relationships and control commitment. I mean, to be fair, Platinum said it. He said the bitches you fuck, dudes ain't gonna really sweat it like that because he's trying to get his rocks off. Versus bitches that you got to commit to. That's a completely different standard to all men, all black men, all men in general.
Edward, my point is like what you just said, the standard. I feel like most men don't have a standard and they don't know what they would commit to, and that's another reason why they don't do it.
No, they have a standard. No. They instinctively have a standard.
No, look, bro. I disagree. Are there black men in the community doing bad, fucking women, and they don't have, they can barely take care of themselves, having children, the women having children, that's causing problems in the community. Who does not know that? That's totally wrong. But I'm saying that. Okay, but this argument, and I want to go back to the German thing. That woman flew in. That woman was a college-educated German chick that was fucking a dude in the military who done some dumb shit because he actually got a DWI and damn near killed himself on the Autobahn and shit, driving too fast, and he back in the States. But she wait a minute. She flew back to visit him, right? So, I mean, you call it whatever you want to. So whether we like it or not, because when I was in Japan, whether we like it or not, when I was in Japan, it was black women there, and it was some Japanese dudes that was fucking them. So whether we like it or not, they, but no, do they?
So I'm not understanding what you're saying.
No.
Like, are you saying that black men have the equal value, or are you saying that black men have the same value overseas as black women?
No,
that ain't true, Jack.
I'm asking them.
No, I'm answering your question. No, but I'm saying what Nate said. When have you heard of a group of men like some Italians, some Germans saying we're going to America specifically looking for African American women? So
actually, he said American women in general. Actually,
they do come. Bullshit. They come in for.
Hey, hold on. I agree with you, Platinum, but you know why they come? They come because they come for easy sexual access, but they don't be marrying or keeping these bitches. It's very well known that if you come out, like where I'm at actually has like an exchange program in one of the colleges. And it's very well known. You got an accent, you know, you're gonna get these white women, you're gonna get these black, you're gonna get, but no, if you speak specifically to black women, no. People of other race, people overseas are not coming to America to specifically have sex with African American women. I've never heard that at all.
Real quick. Shout out to Sir Tice. He said, leave it to Platinum to make these false equivalencies. Shout out to CJ Mose. He said, at least Brandy knows she ain't Janae the type to talk that feminist stuff. Yo, dude, she don't like while letting other dudes use her face as a urinal. Oh my god, y'all niggas crazy. All right,
but I've never heard that.
Nate, he knows, he's up to date on his politics. Who is the Arab? I think it was a Palestinian or some. One of those guys' wife was white, because I remember the shit that came on. The dude married to a white bitch, and he's supposed to be like this leader of like one of the Palestinians or some Arab dude who's married to a white American woman.
Okay, but I said specifically African American women dudes ain't coming over here picking up, but American women, yeah, that happens for different reasons, but it happens.
Actually,
I mean, even Eve. I mean, to be fair, I mean, even Eve got a billionaire European, so I mean, everything happens like once or twice.
Isn't what's her name? Rashida, is that it? Rihanna or Janet Jackson, all of them. But I'm saying,
come on, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Like, are you serious? Celebrities don't count. Okay. Celebrities don't count. And by the way, Rihanna's getting ran through.
Okay,
ain't nobody keeping her.
I'll say one thing. Yesterday, I was talking to some Russian chicks. They come here from different countries.
I mean, Serena Williams got a dude that's Armenian. The dude that all had steak and rape, but these are celebrities.
Wait a minute, bro. So then that would make what the point that Little Big Nate was trying to make, that would make that false.
No, sir, they didn't.
Oh my God, dude. That's not okay. But even by definition, Platinum, the dude that you're saying is some. Look, I get that's your friend, but that ain't no celebrity.
Okay, I know.
The guys didn't come from overseas to get the black women. The guy that owns Reddit lives here. He didn't come from overseas.
But he chose.
Okay, well, even in a race. Okay, so fine, you can take him off. You qualify him out.
I was in the service, man. I lived in Germany. I lived all over the world. I've never heard a group of foreigners talking about. I need to go get over and talk to these black holes.
No, yeah, and even by the way, even the ones that deal with American, let's take black women at the table, and you deal with more white American women or Hispanic women. They're here for school. They're not coming here specifically for the women. They're here for other stuff, and then the women are here. That's what that is.
And if I could just say this real quick, because I don't want black women to think I'm bashing them. First of all, Platinum, I date black women. I've said that since the first.
Black women don't watch the channel.
I appeared on the breakdown. I date black women. I don't know what you think about conservatives, but I date black women. ABL just got married to his. ABL just got married.
Y'all shared that on Facebook. If y'all saw that, I shared that on Facebook. If y'all not following me on Facebook, I need to follow me on Facebook. I did share that picture. Anthony Brian Logan's with a black woman. I know.
Yeah, Anthony Brian Logan. Well, yeah, Anthony Brian Logan has dated black women. And he dates black women. There's a different. I'll play it.
Hey, Anthony Brian Logan woman. She look kind of hood a little bit too. Like she like black. She like. You know what I'm saying?
So let me
shout out to ABL. Shout out to ABL.
Yeah, let me stand up for black conservative men that actually date black women. Okay, stop making assumptions that I can't get or I don't date black women. I have no problem getting the black women that I want. I'm just to the point where I find very few that I want to deal with. Okay, now, black women have everything they need to be the most desirable woman in this country. Okay, they just choose not to use it.
Well, they got to hit the gym first.
They choose to follow feminism. They choose to follow Democrat ideology that tells them they can be fat and beautiful. They could have all the abortions they want. They could have all the out of wedlock births they want. They could completely dismiss the value of their men in helping cultivate and raise their children. This is the doctrine they choose to follow. And let me finish, please. They devalue themselves by following it. Black women, I said this to the breakdown the first day I ever appeared on there. I said two things. I said black women don't deserve protection, and I'm not protecting them. And later in the broadcast, I said black women have everything they need to be the most desirable woman in the country. They just choose not to do it. They choose to listen to people that ruin them. Ruin them.
Yeah, because it's deeper. Because it's deeper. The political angle is a lot deep. It's deeper than that. Like I hear what you're saying. That's the face it takes on now. But black women were like that. I'm not trying to have a political argument because I agree with about 90% of what you're saying. But black women have had a gynocracy in them pre 60 years ago. It's just it's been able to blossom and manifest under the stuff you're talking about because it became more overt and basically direct pay because they didn't realize that to break the family you just got to go after the women. I actually think white people kind of stumbled upon that. You know, and then they just ran with it, and then you have the crack era that exacerbated it, and then women. But no, you're absolutely right. By women have chosen to do this and chosen to perpetuate and protect it. That's correct. It's just I don't like when people act like because even black women that are conservative. Like here's the thing: let's take it off of black women and just talk about feminism. You've never heard a real culture war. You've never heard women have a culture war with each other. All these women that vote Republican, you've never really had them have a drag out culture war when it comes to women that are feminists. And they may talk that. Hold on, but let me finish this one statement. You've never really seen them modify laws. At what point have you seen any of these feminists? Let's go. What's the chick Tennessee? This Vice Dick Cheney's daughter. You've never seen the most conservative of women rewrite laws that feminists have passed. I don't hear none of these women, these quote unquote pro-family females talking about marriage reform to increase marriage. So it's beyond just the left and right crap. But go ahead.
Edward. I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. But are you familiar with Phyllis Schlafly? Do you know who Phyllis Schlafly is? Just Google.
I'm aware of her.
Okay. She fought tooth and nail to fight feminism on the side of white.
I don't agree with that assessment. I think Phyllis Schlafly is a lot like an older version of a much more hardcore version of Sherry Sandberg. She understood. She's more of a feminist supremacist. She's smarter than the average feminist, but she understood that a lot of them were going too hard, too fast, and it was a way that's permanently cemented. But I do not see her as an anti-feminist. People present her as that.
Edward. Go ahead and watch the documentary on Netflix, and just watch it. It's very interesting. You'll become even more informed, brother. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so fine. Let's say. Hold on. Let's take the argument back I just said, and let's say Phyllis Schlafly is everything you say. Wait, that's one person. Where's the others? Because all the stuff I talked about in law, and by the way, Phyllis Schlafly wasn't in office. So my question is, where are the laws? Because on the Republic, I'm not trying to play Democrat versus liberal. What I'm telling you is these women are not given, just like how Bush passed all these executive rights, and Obama didn't give none of those executive rights back. Just like how Trump didn't give none of them. Say what you want. Their presidents never give back power, regardless if they come from the left and right. And by the way, my personal mentality is black people need to vote conservative, if nothing else, than to drain the Democratic Party. So at the end of the day, I'm sure we could be on the same page, even if it's for different reasons. But my point to you is the Republican women, they don't fight to take back a lot of these rights now, because part of it, even like take the abortion piece. Why would white women care about black women aborting each other, whether they're on the left and the right? They'll fight for abortion, but they care about abortion for at that point it transcends just politics.
Edward, as hard as it may be to believe, there are some people who are generally heartfelt in their desire not to see any child killed of any race. You're gonna have
there's some white women, but most of them don't care. Women tend to not care about other groups of women.
That's a good point. But
there are some. Mm-hmm.
All right. All I'm suggesting, Edward, is go watch the documentary. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
That's fine, but I'm saying that even if I acknowledge that Phyllis Schlafly is everything you say, my point though is as a collective, and this is because ultimately white women benefit. This is the same reason why Trump got elected, because at the end of the day, they're going to protect their own stuff. And if sisters want to do the stupid stuff, same thing with Hispanic women. Hispanic women may bounce back and forth, but Hispanic women don't act. The one thing that makes black women unique is black women actually use other men to destroy their men to maintain power. No other women do that. Even if they fight their men for control over power, they understand that their men are their own insurance policy. This is why these women can go back. This is why these white women can play with black men, and then even though they got to negotiate with their men to come back, and they may not come back at the same respect and prestige, they can still come back on lower tier at some level as long as they do what those men say to do. Like say they was raped, say they was whatever game they play. Same thing with Hispanic black women. They can't do that. This is why I was crying about niggas ain't shit, because they ain't got no program to go back to, but they forget that they destroyed it in the first place.
Well,
so anyway,
not just that. We're talking about a group of women, and some, excuse me, not even most black women, but we have black women openly advocating for the murder of black male children in vitro. And then in the comment section, they get a lot of people, they get a lot of people applauding that decision. You know,
well, you want to know the truth? Hold on, I'm gonna say this and I'm done. You want to know the truth a little bit, Nate?
What's
the truth is, and I'll say this, I was supposed to have a sister. I got all brothers. The truth is that a lot of black women do that shit to other black women too. And you hear it. You hear a lot. There's even a lot of dark-skinned women that and I'm not dark-skinned and my mom's not dark. But my point is, there's a lot of dark-skinned women that say, I don't want to bring a dark-skinned little girl into this world. You've even heard Rashida Schroeder say shit like that. So the truth, hold on. So the truth is, the reality of, because remember, black boys are born at the same rate as black girls. It's not like you only start to see it become more girls as no. You are right that women say that. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying though is black boys and black girls are pretty much born at a similar rate, maybe like 52 to 48 or something. It's that number only gets bad for men as we get older, because women tend to outlast us in age because we work, and then also because of obviously white supremacy. Pick your poison: bullets, prison, whatever. So the truth is, a lot of these women that talk that shit on the low, a lot of them be aborting girls too, and that just is not popular to say because that goes against the sisterhood. But
double the horror. It's double the fucking horror then.
Excuse me.
What's the abortion count, guys? Ain't it like 20 million? Or is it more?
1,800,000 per day. Over 300. What? Let me finish. Over 350,000 per year.
Hey, somebody needs to make a software code to be like a McDonald's hamburger counter. Like, this is how many abortions so far for black kids. Hey, yeah, I'm an asshole like that. I'm gonna make that happen. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm done.
May I refute that was stated earlier, please?
Yeah. Hold on. Before I get, because hold on, I gotta get. I gotta get B Motels. I gotta get some people who came here and they've been waiting. Then we go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hop off because I've taken up a lot of room. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Susie Elber, appreciate you coming through.
And Little Big Nate, me and you one day we got to do a stream to hash out some of this conservative stuff because there's a lot we can talk about.
Reach out. I'll drop my email in the comment, bro. Reach out to me, man. I'd love to talk. I've been listening to you for years.
All right, cool. All right, B Motel, what's up, man? What's your take so far? What's up?
Sleep.
This nigga stepped away. All right.
Yo, I had a question for Ramil though.
Hold on. Get the Mike Show. He was the first. Mike. That nigga. Y'all nigga. All right, start by.
All right, bro.
What's up, Mike Show? Mike Show, you need to come closer to your mic. You need to get in.
Yeah, I just hopped on before I was gonna interject, but people were talking, saying, about the white women or Latino women, whatever, coming from different countries. Right now, I just fucked some Russian chick, yesterday, and she says she's only dated Russian men because she just came here like a month ago. But she loves black guys, and she only been here for a month. That's what they like in Russia. So I gotta say that's true. Whoever said that. That's all I have.
Yeah. I'm glad you came up to prove that point, man, because whether we like it or not, some of those guys do want black women. They do come overseas for black women, so especially with this Cardi B.
No, I'm black. I'm a black man.
No, I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about the Asian men, the German men. They do come here specifically for black women.
I've never heard of that.
That's not what she said.
Okay. Listen, with the way we are more. I'm telling you, man, with this Cardi B, this Megan, and the way our society is made, the exposure black women have, the uniqueness of the black woman's body. Now, they don't necessarily have to come to America to get that. They can go to Africa. But we cannot just sit up there and say, honestly, that other race of men do not desire
Platinum.
specifically black women.
I have a question, Platinum. I have a
I
question.
talked to another Russian girl the month before that. She told me the same thing. You know,
we know they like black men. That we know that. That's obvious.
Platinum,
They love
Platinum.
that.
Why is it that almost every major dating app, when they put out information, almost every one of them, the black American woman is the least desired on most of them? Why is that?
You know, actually, if you guys watch Love Island, I went to high school with that black girl that, you know, was all over social media that nobody picked, you know, and I mean, I have her phone number, I have her Instagram, this ain't cap, you know, and she dates white guys, but, you know, what happened, all the black guys in reality and white guys in reality, they just, you know, they dump her, they leave her for last. That's what black women are like. And black women were saying, girl, you got to stop going on there. I start saying girls don't belong on there. You know, and the rest of the girls coming in like, yeah, true, right? Because they know it's true. So I don't see what you're saying, you know, like we're
Well,
saying.
no, I could answer his question, though. I can answer his question. It's easy to answer that question. That's an easy question
You
to answer.
talking about my question, the dating app question?
Yeah, I can answer your question,
Sure,
little big Nick.
Sure, let me hear.
Okay. Now, when men, right, when men are not in a scarcity mindset like that, you know, because when guys go on dating sites, that's a scarcity mindset, but that's also an option that they normally don't have in life. An option to holler at the white bitch, the option to holler at a different type of bitch, and they're on a dating site, so they say they maximize their efforts. They might or might not fuck with black women, but that's why when they go on dating sites, they lean toward what they can't get anyhow. They're not going. They are desperate, but they're going after the white. When they're going at, they don't really go on there saying, "Okay, I want a black bitch. I want some pussy, but I want it from." Okay, well, I got an option to choose who I get it from. Okay, so they leave the black woman out. But in the real world, these men who are married to German women, Asian women, Hawaiian, you know, American women, Hawaii, but the men who have pussy's not a problem to them. When they have an opportunity to fuck a black woman, they fuck them because they're saying,
all
okay,
they're doing is just
they're not doing it
That's
out.
why black women are not married.
Okay,
Black
well,
women are
I
side
agree.
pieces. That's why they're not marrying them.
I mean,
Yo, I got a quick question for Ramil, man. Yo, I got a question for Ramil.
I agree.
On Love
What's up, bro? What up? What up?
Yo, Ramil, man. I watched the Master Teacher stream last night, man. It was a good stream. Yo, I roasted that girl, Janae. But my thing is, why did you get out the stream? Because I think the stream would have been a lot better if you stayed, bro.
Oh, I know it would have been a lot better if I stayed, but we I stayed because this is the thing. I know the show, Master Chief, the show. When he brings those females on, that's what's gonna keep the show going. I came in there, I said my point. I don't gotta stay all day to get my point across. I know that the niggas was there for the females, but regardless of how logical I am, whatever the fuck, I know in that particular stream because I came in there late. It was the views come from the female. I'm not gonna fuck his show up for that. You know what I'm saying? Even I made my point. I just got out, but plus I'm good. I made my point. You know what I'm saying? And I had other
Well, you
stuff
know
to
what?
do.
When they don't have men with that red pill lens, that logical mindset, they just continue to chat bullshit and nonsense. Like when you left, I noticed, man, they had room to run their mouth on that bullshit.
Exactly.
And this is why I roasted Janae. Like real talk.
You're missing what he's saying. You're missing what he's saying, right?
I'm sorry.
When MT knows that, that's why he lets them up there and he lets them there and he lets them run their mouth.
Yeah, 1MT definitely plays both sides, but I just think personally, man, like Ramil should have stayed in there to add a little bit of a counterweight to the bullshit that these girls are talking. I think the show would have been even better, personally.
Now, if I could, I want to address something.
Actually, first little big day, if I may, you said something that was factually inaccurate.
Something I said?
Yes.
Sure. Let me know. What it was.
No, you did.
Phyllis Schlafly ushered in third wave feminism. She was not anti-feminist. She ran an organization that was titled STOP, spelling stop. The acronym stands for Stop Taking Our Privileges. They didn't want what she was against was the RR. What she was against was the ERA, right? Equal Rights
Amendment.
Amendment, right? And what that is those are the hardcore feminists who are egalitarian minded. They want women to have all of the same rights as men and men to have all of the same rights. They want an equal level playing field, whether it's in their advantage or not, right? They don't want all women automatically going into the nursing field or receptionists or secretaries. They want to be able to be steel workers and iron workers and all that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, okay, I understood, Judge Zilla.
Yeah,
I was under the
she was
impression
not. She was. That's why I can't. Because if you run with that narrative, you're gonna get. You're gonna get. You have a big voice, and a lot of people like to hear it. If you run with that, you're gonna give a lot of people a lot of bad information.
Well, no. I want to be correct above all and everything else. But I have one question. I've read so much about her where she wanted women to be able to stay in the household. She was against women coming into the workforce. I'm trying to understand can you point me to something that'll help me understand the quote unquote real story? Can you point
again, she is a conservative. Yes. She was listed as a conservative. Yes. Right. But again, traditional conservatism is she wants to be able to go out and have a job if she wants to. Have a side job, have a part-time job, and that money be hers. But she wants her life to be facilitated by whichever man she's with. And that's what she was pushing for. So again, that's third wave feminism. That's the third wave feminism folding into fourth wave feminism, which we have now, which women are entitled to what men work for.
Okay, and I'm no expert on Phyllis Schlafly, but I'll definitely have to look more into it. I appreciate it.
All right, shout out to Judge real quick. I do got shout out to fourth quarter talk, Brandon L. Fourth quarter talk with the Cash. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the fourth quarter talk that we having some good ass talks over there. So make sure y'all just type that in, fourth quarter talk with Brandon L. Who else on Kenny Kojo and I can't remember the rest. But shout out to him. And then shout out to Black Hoodoo Strikes, what up you said, Phyllis Schlafly save feminism. Yeah, but hey, look, man, I've been on this bitch 3 hours, man. I'm gonna have to get up out of here, man. I done roasted these hoes up enough. We didn't hit the nail on the head, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let everybody get closing statements though before I get out of here, you know, as I always do.
Well,
and
I'll take my closing statement first, and then
go ahead, Judge.
Okay.
Go ahead. Thanks for coming through.
No worries. Two things. And again, stop taking our privileges. She wanted all those rights and privileges, but she didn't want to, sign up for selective service, all of that shit. So they did not want any of the responsibilities, and she pushed forward that. But Ramil, if you would, look, I've got this successful business, and I'm managing, 150 to 170 employees. Do you know of somebody who I could come in and bring as my CFO? And the requirements are she has to have no experience, she has to have no education. Preferably, she needs to be a venture capitalist with no money, and is it possible that she could be currently living in a family spare room?
You out as hell, man. I mean, I might have a candidate, man. I might have a candidate, man. Shout out to Judge. I appreciate you coming.
Would you be able to recommend anybody?
Replay the stream, man. You might find
Yeah, I'll go next. Go
ahead, B. Any closing thoughts, man?
Absolutely. Number one, I don't know a lot about Phyllis Schlafly, like I told Edward Anderson. I'm definitely going to read up more on her now. Number two, what I was trying to tell Platinum when Judge jumped in is that, again, I'm not attacking Black women. I've raised a little Black girl into adulthood. Black women have everything they need to be the most desirable, but the only way that's going to happen is if they get under the leadership of proper Black men. The last person a Black woman should listen to is another Black woman. Thank you.
No problem. And shout out to make sure y'all subscribe to Platinum. Hey, Platinum he be having Pinky over there. He be having all sorts of celebrities over there interviewing. I'm not talking about Zoom calls. This nigga be in the hotel room. This nigga was in the hotel room. So I ain't gonna ask Platinum what else went down. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, hey, go ahead. Go ahead, close the thoughts, man. Go ahead. It's on you, man.
You want me to do? Okay. Look, no, I just appreciate you letting me come up, man. And I've been, I'm learning stuff about this YouTube thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy, shout out to Caesar D1, like guys like that. This is information and entertainment for anybody who wants it. But for me, it's specifically for Black men. If I'm working out, if I want to listen to specifically, I don't have to waste my time with the other stuff. And if we don't support it, it won't exist, and then you'll have to listen to, something that you got to listen to pieces of it. and we're different black men. We come from different areas in the world. You know, we have different experiences. So I provide something, other people provide something, and then it helps you grow. And my only pushback a lot of times is when it's group think, because I know we don't live like that. And then to me, when we start talking in group, we becoming black women because that's how they think. So we're men, we're individual men. Shout out to Ramil. Next time you see him on a panel like that, you guys need to join him. He needs some backup. Guys up there are being dominated by the woman, letting her do what she wants, act like a man, and there's no pushback. So, but I mean, like I haven't seen that whole thing, but from what I saw, I was disgusted at that, man. That was terrible. And
I would love to talk to those women. I would love to. Absolutely love to. I could pull them apart at the joints with their hypocrisy. No insults, no disrespect. I could pull them apart at the joints just with their bullshit.
My only problem with that, Little Big Nate, is that's a young girl, and I know exactly what you're
28.
saying.
No, 28.
Yeah, you're right. I hate to say it, right.
Girl, come on,
and she fucking. So I mean, if she got to put a big girl pants on.
Exactly. And again, I wouldn't insult her. I would say nothing about how she looks. I would only attack her ideology and the institutions I know she's committed to. That's all I would do. That's it.
Okay. Well, look, I appreciate you, man. That was it. Thank you.
All right. Make sure y'all saw the panel. Let me see what B Motels. I don't know if you're still there or not, man.
Yo.
Yeah, you kind of, you did. I tried to get you on earlier, man, but I guess you stepped away.
My bad. I stepped out on the block real quick. My fault.
That's all good. You got any closing statement? Man, your opening gonna be your closing, man.
I ain't really got much to say, yo. I was just listening for the most part, man. Hey, man, you niggas know how these hoes operate, man. Y'all better stop taking these bitches serious. Yeah, man, and that's really it, man. Y'all need to stop taking these hoes serious. Stop simping. Stop putting that cape on, being Superman. Man, you niggas need to get your shit together, man. That's all I can say, man. Shit. Shout out to my niggas in projects, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the truth. Y'all niggas rap this shit today.
I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to B Motels too, man. He got the animation popping, man. Cartoon going in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. Hey, Mike Shows, any closing statements, man?
No, I just wanted to hop on and say that earlier. I appreciate you having me on as usual.
All right, cool. All right, check this out. So y'all know where this joint got to go. So look, check this out. Y'all got to add me on Facebook. I'm about to put my Facebook link in the reason why the reason why I say add me on Facebook is because when I do these streams, I gotta take them down because they go Patreon, but for a little bit they be on Facebook for a little bit. You know what I mean? They be on Facebook for a little bit longer. So so I leave them up on Facebook for a little bit before I gotta take them down on there too. So make sure y'all add me on Facebook too. Okay, then after a while I gotta take them down from YouTube and Facebook, and they gotta go Patreon. But
I say one thing though, Emil. Run that campaign on Google Ads from your Patreon video. So I'm setting it up now. I'm about to do. You said $1,000 a month you generally do, or?
I mean, start off small, dog. Google Ads start with $5-10 a day before you start. You know what I'm saying? Before you start.
All right.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So make sure y'all do all that. If you're first time on this channel today, a lot of new people. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. If this is your first time on this channel today, subscribe to my channel. Okay, we'll be going ham all the time. So if y'all who came over, message, whoever the case, subscribe to my channel as well as everybody else up here, and add me on Facebook. I'll put the Facebook link in there one more time. B Mortel's link is in there. Everybody else who's still on links, B Mortel, subscribe to his, my channel, Facebook, all that. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Like I said, the pump and dump is only toxic when the man does it, but when the female doesn't, they try to decorate it and all the other crazy crap. Once again, I had to expose the cap. Every once in a while, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Peace out.